evening, everyone, and welcome to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I just scared you guys. Welcome to the third session where we're actually after the second section. All right. Last time we had like a bunch of weeks in between, so it was a joke. Did not land with my players, everyone. All right, so welcome back to everyone to Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We will be going back into our game. We already have... I think we're good. We don't think we need to do personal introductions again. But I'm joined again with my lovely players as we go back into the game. I have a lovely summary that I'll be reading, so no one's lost. When last we left our adventurers, they had traveled from all over the world to the continent of Tornban, the heart of a great nation, that is said to be the birthplace of magic, knowledge, and the realms beyond the mortal. Journeying to the jewel of the nation of Tornban that was built for the three mortal realms by the gods as a gift for their aid in a war with beings that sought to destroy the gods themselves. The gods crafted this jewel of a city from precious metal, and the great platinum city was placed within the three material mortal realms. The Platinum City became the pinnacle of magic, religion, knowledge, and a point where the three mortal realms converge. A place where the material world, the darkening Shadowfell, and the glittering Feywild exist as one. Arriving in the Platinum City, our adventurers found themselves arriving around the same time as a great disruption. A time where communication with the gods has been severed, and the power of destructive magic had been significantly weakened. Within the walls of the Platinum City, where magic and the gods are held in the highest regard, this has caused a great unease amongst the citizens of this great city and continent. In an effort to achieve their goals and help the surrounding area, the adventurers pulled themselves into an investigation of a destroyed church, where they met two prominent figures. One being Blythe Bitherworst, seemingly an important figure among Fey society, and Calliope, a cleric of the Prince of Frost. Setting out on the investigation, the party was pulled along an arduous chase that led them through the sewers of the Platinum City and into the shadow section of the Platinum City. Upon entering the shadow section, the party came face to face with many things that piqued their interest, but none more than a mysterious blacksmith shop. The culprit that attacked the church wore armor, and the party believed that they must have stopped at this shop to repair or rest. Separating into two teams, one entering from the front to engage the shopkeep in a distraction, the other sneaking from behind. Eventually, alarms are sounded, spells are slung, and attacks are made. The party came face to face with a group of artificers, and battle commenced. Blows were exchanged, and some information was given, but at the end, the artificers opted for the hard way out, known as Scorched Earth. Setting fire to the shop and burning all of their research, their journals, and allowing one member of their party to escape. Meanwhile, our party of adventurers made their escape through the shop, and after a brief interaction with some concerned citizens outside, drawn by the commotion, the party made their way down the back alleys of the shadow section, which is where our story resumes.
Yeah.
You're carrying her, right?
Yeah, you're carrying me.
Yep.
I was better than that. So, through the back alleys of the shadow section, where the smoke from the blacksmith is now filling the air of the midday, citizens have now gathered around the strange shop as smoke begins to pour from the windows and things. You guys burst out into the back alley of the shadow section, where you were met with a few people, but with quick thinking of Amadrya, you managed to get past them. Kitsu is being supported by Amadrya and Lux as she is drug off down the back alley.
Embarrassing.
Malharas, you are currently still in the drooling maw of Buford as he carries you away. Solus left the battle early to secure your way out, and with not looking too well himself, he decided that it was best to bid a hasty retreat than to see the eternal gods himself.
That is true.
So, with this knowledge,
I'm not offended
where
at all.
do you guys intend to go?
So after you've done
Somewhere far away.
I say, I don't know this place. I only know the one place to hide, which is the sewers, which I suggest we make our present escape.
She makes a weak agreement.
I think that she is with me.
That's fine. We should try and either get back to the moral section or get to the Fae. I know the Fae a little bit better.
Very well. Yes?
I just have a general question.
General question.
Since the Platinum City has a shadow section, does it have some kind of like lunar section?
As far as you know, this is made up of the 3 mortal realms. So it's the material section, the Fae section, and the shadow section.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, there's a central quarter.
Okay.
Yes.
Think of it like Disneyland.
That's right.
But worse. Somehow.
And now we're we're in the dark section of Disney.
Where nightmares and things that go bump in the night. So
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
But we should get
Adventureland.
It's a small world
we should
everywhere.
get as far from here as we can for now.
Excellent. I
As
turn and start
Where
going
up,
as quickly as I
so
can.
there's the street north and the street south.
I'm going to retrace my steps back to the sewers.
All right, so that was through the shop, to the other adjoining street.
Oh, I had to go through the shop to
Like
get there?
you guys went.
Oh,
you
we
guys
came out the back
from
side.
that way. You guys came back.
Oh, then I'm just going to haul around to the front and just keep on walking.
All right, so there's only those slim partways. So that means that everyone's gonna have to go single file
So you push me.
in between the burning building.
Is there a way we can go like around, like...
There's a
long
longer
Oh, it's
way
a
around.
long
Let-
There's a
way.
longer way around that
Let-
opens up into the high street again.
Okay.
Uh,
With a burning building, I would suggest we take the long way.
I agree. I'd hate for us to get any more hurt than we already are.
I'm going to put you on your feet and say, are you able to continue?
Can I walk?
You can
4
walk.
hit points?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try.
Out of everyone, the person I'd be worried about walking would be Flame Guard over here, who's got 1 hit point as far as I know.
Oh yeah.
Somebody needs to give him some healing.
He looks terrible.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you, which means you are now going to take... ooh, I rolled good. 10
7 points
extra
of
hit
damage.
points.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Oh wait, it's a first level spell. I can cast this as many times as I
Cast
want.
you as many times as you want.
All right, so I'm going to lay hands on you again.
So,
and
As
Okay,
crowds
cool.
begin to gather, and as you hear guards are approaching to the burning building, people are beginning to realize the impending danger. People are beginning to realize the impending danger, and some commotion is beginning.
Let's
We need to
get
move.
out.
yes,
Yes.
7 to
Heal
you,
me
10
in the-
to you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and we start running around the corners.
So running down the street, you are met with the backs of many buildings. Seems to be more of like a supply chain where people are surrounding shops. This is where they get their deliveries. You don't see a lot of people except for people who want to get away from the crowds and cut through. Going through the backs of the shops, you see some names on the backs of the shops to indicate who should be getting their deliveries. Amadryer, you see the name of Mordmoins as you pass, knowing that you have just passed the strange shop that you saw earlier. And as you guys make it to the end of the high street, you turn back onto the shadows on the shadow section high street, and you are met face to face with a large marble pillared building with the black tapestries and with the emblem on it.
Let's get away from here.
You know that if you were to follow this, the way to the sewer that you came in on would be to the right. There is the left way as well.
Go right.
All right, yeah, we just continue moving forward.
Going right, you immediately are soaked back up into the wandering crowd as people start to gather around the blacksmith to wonder what's going on as the flames begin to lick out of the windows, and the guards are beginning to move the crowds back in an effort to contain or stop people from getting too close. As some of the guards seem to be trying to enter from the front to see if anyone is still inside.
Make no eye contact with anyone.
I get a group stealth check?
Nah, that's exactly what I was gonna ask.
So
Okay.
we can have one person roll it, or we can have all of you roll it.
Who's got the best?
If we roll
stealth?
I
it
have
as a
8
group, we're
plus
gonna make
8.
you roll this.
You have a
dice.
+8.
So
Yeah.
I'll-
Do group.
All right, we're doing group.
All right.
Have that.
Not on the TV.
Ian, do you have
TV.
coins?
Ready?
Oh,
Come
yes,
on, baby.
I do.
You're rolling for everybody. 11
Just roll
plus
19.
19.
19. So you're leading the way then.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Following Solus.
Yeah.
Following Solus, you guys are led by your halfling friend, who seems a little bit easier to get through some crowds, but at the current point, which everyone's attention is turned to the burning building, you guys manage to get back into the sewer with relative ease. You guys are met once again with the face of that goblin and his group of gnomes.
Oh, the sewer
The
workers.
sewer workers, the
Oh.
people from the Court of
We
Sewers.
found the gnome.
Yeah.
Ah, what are you doing back here
We
again?
found the gnome.
This is not a highway.
We're terribly sorry. We're just passing.
What happened to you?
We're fine. And just keep going.
No talking.
If that's what fine looks like, I must be dandy.
He is a dandy.
So you guys go immediately back to where you came from.
Yeah.
All right. So you
just,
guys.
just rested in the sewers at the end of the grate.
All right. So you guys go back into the sewer and back down the hallway. So do you guys want to go back to the grating that you entered in on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go all the way back to the central quarter and find yourselves right underneath the church again. Right underneath the shadow of the church. So you guys can go back up here and re-enter into the central quarter, or you guys can search around the sewer and see if you can find another exit.
I say let's go back.
We look pretty messed up, so
Let's just go back at another night or two at Bebo's and.
so do we go up this way or do we try to find another way out?
Well, this is where we
Came
were.
in?
We know our way back.
Okay.
Is there still a we?
Anybody has prestidigitation?
Why wouldn't there be?
Usually people are afraid of who I am.
She's like, just climb the stupid ladder.
Look, there's definitely stuff we need to talk about, but that doesn't.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
you guys really don't look good. Solus looks like he has seen the worst end of a
Don't
of a
go
hammer
in there.
on many times.
Whatever you do,
Uh,
don't go in there, people.
Lux has blood trailing down the sides of his mouth, all the way down his
I
neck.
think we should clean up first.
I probably have some sort of cloth on me. I'm
What?
gonna
With
just
the poop?
go up
No.
and like wipe your mouth.
It's a sewer.
It's
Just like
You're really okay with this then?
Yeah.
I've seen far weirder.
She's like, I, on the other hand, haven't, but that was really cool. I have seen nothing.
I lived
But
in
that
the
was cool.
Feywild for a very long time. I've seen far weirder.
I'm without words. I will follow you, my friends, then, until you decide I should not.
So,
Yeah. Your face is all clean. There's no blood.
so as you guys re-enter the city proper from the sewers, you met with the same rubble as it hasn't been fully cleared away yet. It seems to be some kind of workers coming around, but they've, taken a bit of time. You see the guards are met, and as you kind of crawl out of the sewers, the guards kind of look at you, clock you, and then let you go. They're like, that's weird. And then kind of let you go. And you guys are allowed to travel back. Where do you guys choose to go? You guys haven't been to the material or Fae section. Do you want to go back to Bevo's? Do you want to look for a different place to stay for the night?
I say we go to the face section.
I'm totally down to go to the face section.
Okay, is it
That's
close?
where I need to be.
Do you not need rest?
Rest. What time of day is it?
It's about midday, getting closer to afternoon to evening.
Oh, that's right. It only looked dark when we were in the dark room. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I look around and I at the church and like try to be like I remember where the time is supposed to be, but I
You want to make a history check to see if you
Yeah.
remember the city?
yeah,
You also have somebody who's been here for quite a bit.
that's true.
Giddy.
Although I don't know how much you've traveled around the city.
He's probably stuck in close by where like he would be.
So you know the central quarter pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like I'm looking for. I rolled a 9.
So you remember parts of the city, but you don't know your way around. You know landmarks.
And I probably mostly know the face section.
Yeah. Kind of iffy, but you know landmarks. You know, like, I know where the Seder show is. I know where this is, but I don't know where the two connect.
No, just my patron is supposed to be here. She's in Congress. Like the at the Castle of the Silver Princess? Palace of the Silver Princess.
And that's in the central quarter?
It's above.
Oh.
It's attached to the city by a large chain that's connected to the temple of the many gods.
Oh,
Do we really want to go there?
not right now.
It's usually by
We're-
invitation only.
Not right now.
It's not something you just walk into.
Yeah.
I don't think I could
Yeah,
deal with
I can't-
sneaking into an
I can't
invitation.
get in. I can't get in anymore.
I might think it might be.
How do you get in? That's the question.
Yeah. Let's rest. I'm exhausted.
Bebos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bebo's. So as you guys all head back to Bebo's, you guys go back through the high street, and you find yourselves back into the familiar materials section, where many of the things that the materials section boasts is inns, taverns, and a lot of material enjoyments. So as you guys go back into the into the material section and find yourselves once again at Bebo's Bar and Grill, you guys enter into the familiar stained glass doors where you're met with a very similar crowd of men and women after their working day, just looking to have a nice meal before bedding down for the night. As the Leonin with darker brown fur and blonde tips at the end recognizes you, goes, "Hey, it's my... Oh, you guys look terrible. What happened to you guys?"
Long story. Don't really want to get into it.
I've been there.
But would we be able to get rooms again?
Oh yeah, usually I only have them for people who drink a little too much. But yeah, we can definitely get those to you.
Thank you.
All right,
With his tall bed.
Is my bed still there?
I'll have to check. I'm not sure if I took it down, but we'll see. It is a 1 gold per room.
Okay.
I'll give a gold.
Okay.
All right, so
And
2
I'll
rooms
give a
again.
gold.
2 rooms again.
Yes.
Oh, right. That's the metal thing that you were talking about.
You don't know about money either?
Do you need to give another history lesson on money?
Not in the lobby.
As you guys get
I
meals,
was
as you
lobby
get food
first
to go,
time.
he
Not in
goes,
public.
we doing meals again, or
I'm quite famished.
all right?
No, thank you. I ate earlier.
Okay.
Um,
So 3 meals? Are we feeding the cat?
Yes. A tin of tuna?
What would you like, my horse?
No, I don't know. Do you have stars?
What?
What's that? Like a star? Like from the sky?
Where else would you keep them?
He eats beings from,
Maybe the same thing I had yesterday.
you know, whatever he fed him last.
Okay, we'll give him the same thing. Tuna and milk.
Did you like that?
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
All right, so 3 meals, 1 tuna and milk. I'm gonna say that comes out to
He's
8
guessing.
silver.
8 silver?
I've never freaking, charged people for tuna and milk. That's not typically a meal that you buy.
How many silver? Are
8.
Gold. It's 10 to a gold, I believe.
Okay, so she gives him a gold.
Okay. All right, I'll throw in some drinks with that.
That'd be good.
All right. Do you guys want a seat at the table, or do you guys want to go to the room? Because frankly, you guys look like you guys could use a sleep.
We'll just go
Room
downstairs.
service.
All right. Which room should I give it? Which room should I bring it to? Room 11 or room 12?
Which one are we going to
Let's do 11.
11,
Alright.
please.
All right. We'll bring it up to room 11, and I'll have somebody check on that bed.
Basin of water?
Oh yeah, that's already in there. All right. Enjoy.
Thank you so much, Biba.
Thank you. You hear Biba just kind of going. "Ugh." Right, just-
We probably smell weird too because of all the smoke and.
Yeah.
sewage.
Well, I don't know if the sewer
you smell
smell.
weird?
I don't think we got covered in
Yeah, I
sewage.
probably do.
We were on the.
I smell like blood.
Sewer kept you guys above the slime, so
So
Yeah,
the
but still the
that was
smell
for-
would kind
Yeah, I
of
mean,
hang
the
on
smell-
the air.
I mean-
permeates. So yeah,
Slight
But the
sewage.
smoke would have
slight
pushed out the
permeation
sewer
of the
smell.
sewer water.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, the smoke
I
would have been more prominent.
I do. All right. So you guys all go up to your room. You guys take your keys, and you guys are given room 11 and 12. All pile into room 12, where it's not like exactly a gratuitous space, but you guys fit comfortably in here. Maybe a little too close for comfort, but enough. There's a basin of water if you guys want to take turns.
Just washing blood off ourselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Classic stuff.
classic stuff. Putting band-aids on.
Mm-hmm. So,
Oh.
you guys are in the room.
He's going
So
to.
what did we learn?
Go ahead, Ian.
Oh, no.
Would you like me to continue to give you some healing?
She said, that would be great. She goes, what did we learn? She goes, while you do that, do you mind us recapping a little?
No, that seems to be
She's
fine.
like, well, so what did we learn? We learned that the gnome was part of a deal. And that it was the armor, whatever the armor is, that was the most important thing about the gnome. And that we know that the gnome was in the church.
Yeah. That's all we know.
And the gnome was part of the deal between, I'm assuming, the vampire mafia?
Azrael the Shepherd. They had a deal with Azrael the Shepherd. However, I don't believe they were directly working with him. I believe that they had agreements to not invade one another's territories.
But then they said something about the gnome being part of that deal.
I do not remember this.
Or that they were working with.
Can we do like a, I don't know, history
history
or
check?
Do a history check.
I'll do a history check too, if I can't remember.
I will.
17 for me for history.
17.
Hey, dirty
That's a 50.
20.
It's
Man, starting off the night.
15.
So,
Oh, my first roll was
Oh,
9.
15 for
Kitsu, your
Kitsu.
your memories of it kind of muddled with the brief encounter you had with your patron. You are having trouble remembering everything. Some things are becoming muddled. Some things are becoming lost. You were remembering like that doesn't exactly sound right. That's not sure about that. This sounds more right. Amadrya, you remember everything as if it was clear as day. You were sitting there, it's like you remember the gnome. They didn't mention the gnome and the deal at the same time. So you can assume that those two pieces are separate.
She said, didn't they scream, get the armor?
There was something.
They
about armor.
screamed, they're after gnome. They're after the armor.
Okay.
So there must be some armor that is precious to them.
Now, I also want to point out that one thing you guys would know from these history checks is that artificers are highly illegal. A study of artificer technology and artificer science is highly illegal, and it is said to be very similar to that of likening yourself to an aberration, like a mind flare.
Oh, wow.
It is something that many people get killed for on sight. So the fact that you found this in the Platinum City is a rather big deal, because because artificers have been illegal for about 300 years, and they were at one time hunted down to near extinction.
They should have probably had a deal.
Hmm?
That's probably why they had a deal.
Maybe. Who knows? I know.
Yes, because you're the DM and you wrote this.
Should we not report our findings to the master?
With what evidence? Blythe already doesn't necessarily like us. I can only assume he really doesn't like me.
We need evidence.
We have to be able to prove what's happening.
Of artificers being involved, probably.
Especially in the shadow realm.
Evidence.
It's like
You
proof.
There
understand
were
what I'm
coils
saying?
and a forge somewhere within that workshop. I'm sure they're not regular.
No.
It
I'm
all
sure it'll
depends
be.
on
I'm sure
what
it'll
they
be gone
find
by.
after the fires. But
Fire is easy to destroy.
We did let one escape.
and I'm
I
sure
worry that he knows where we're at.
I possibly, but he also could be going back to his other friends, just running away. I honestly, I think this trail's kind of gone cold.
I don't need to keep the pretense that I sleep often, so I will stay awake tonight to make sure we are all safe, me and my friends.
Thank you. Thank you, Max.
Oh, so pretty.
Beaufort is sitting in a corner licking his wounds as he's just kind of as you guys kind of notice him, he's just kind of like limp over.
Oh.
I go and heal him.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna give him like lots of scratches and love.
You need sleep, my friend.
You're gonna be okay.
Everybody else is okay. Right? We're all healed.
Yep. You guys can cast first level spells for free, so.
That's cool.
I have no first.
Then you get all the it's on your list.
Then you get
all of them for free.
everything for free. Every spell for you is free.
Because you get no spells.
You can cast them as many times as you want. But yeah. So after that, healing, and what do you guys want to do after that?
Well, we should probably eat, and
Yeah.
then
The food comes up relatively quickly. Janice from your first night here comes back up. She's like, "Hi everyone, it's so great to see you guys again." She pulls up a little cart. She's like, "All right, I do have these little like bed tables if you want them. You guys want these?
No.
Okay, I'll just leave them on the cart." And she pulls out like a bunch of trays. She's like, "There you go, there you go, there you go. I was given this barrel, and I was given these glasses. So she pulls out 4 glasses and a small barrel, and that she kind of like puts up on the side table, and it has like a little stand. It's got a little spout and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
And she's like, "So that's all for you guys. We'll be back to clean it up in the morning."
Oh, okay.
All
Thank
right.
you, dear. You're a gem.
Thank you, thank you.
A gem.
Did you ever manage to check out that winery?
No, but I did find it.
All right. I'm glad you found it. All right.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
information.
All right. So eat up and have a good night. She leaves.
So I think we should eat and then at least get some rest, and then so we get our long rest. Confer with whoever we confer with.
Okay. So you guys finish up eating, finish up healing, and then you guys take your respective rests. So where I'm guessing we're doing the same sleep arrangement. That you guys are in one room and now all the guys are in the other room. And
good to me.
as you guys re-enter your guys' room, the tall bed is still there.
Let's go.
Yay!
Tall bed is still there. Yeah. So, yeah. As you guys all reconvene and get ready for your guys' sleep, what do you decide to do as you decided to stay up?
I sleep for like an hour or two just to get a short rest. Recover my hit points and things.
Probably
and
when
then-
everyone's eating and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And then when they head to bed, I wake up and I'm just gonna pace between our room and the girls' room, and listening in to make sure that there's nothing going on between both rooms.
All right.
And then just kind of keep watch. Anybody who would have been in the hallways would have seen when everything is nice and quiet Lux is staring into a small bluish globe every once in a while.
During your sleep, surrounded by the sounds of your new friends conferring, talking, and chatting amongst themselves, you decide to close your eyes and rest for a moment. As you let yourself fall back into this rest, your eyes open and you're not in the room. You instead are in a dark space where there is no place, except you are alone. You see to one side of you, you see a moon. And on the other side of you, you see another moon. One is blue, and the other is bright red. And from above you, there is another third moon that is bright gold. You hear a voice. Your paths lie open. How do you think you have fared in the times that since we have been apart?
I am grateful for all that you have done for me and made me. But I am nothing more than a monster. But a monster that will be turned on your enemies. I will continue to be a shield for those who cannot help themselves, and a monster to my enemies.
I hope your words ring true.
They are
For
all that I
the
have
moon
left.
rises, and you see the red moon begin to take to the sky. Your moon rises, young one. I hope that you use your gifts well. Do not lose yourself to the darkness.
Thank you, mistress.
As always, good luck. And with that, you are awakened. And you feel yourself stronger, sturdier, hungrier.
And then I continue praying as I continue my pacing.
Then the rest of you take your sleep. We're just going to go around the room like this. So that means you're up next.
Okay.
So as you take to your bed and enjoy once again the wonders of a bedded sleep, you wake up and you're on the mountains. You see yourself in the gray labyrinths to the north, where the stones that you knew for so long had to be your home reside. You hear the cheerful bounding beyond them of your brothers and sisters, the giants, traveling around the stones. You get to the place where your giant family stayed. The 12 of them, all huddled in one kind of vast expanse of these mountains that they say that they cleared. You see your brothers and sisters off on the side. You're so much smaller than them, no bigger than their toes. You see the adoptive mother that you have. You see your father working on the home that they had built, and it seems as though he's putting in a new little tiny door in the windowsill.
That's really cute.
And as you are just looking around, you see the cave bears that your family keeps. And as you're walking through and you're looking at everything, you're reminded of it. All of a sudden, your vision shifts and everything's gone. And your vision shifts again. And they're here again. But it's not the same. You see them strewn across. You see one of them lying across a mountain. You see their door that was made of solid stone cracked in half. Some stone melted. You see carnage everywhere. And this deep feeling comes over you. You're left with it as your vision shifts once more. And they're all alive again, coming towards you. And you feel your instinctive need to move and dodge out of the way from their large feet as they barely notice you on the ground. But in this one dream, you remember what they were. You remember what happened. And you know what needs to be done. With that, we'll go to the next person. Malharas, as you go back down onto your cat bed, and Beaufort does not sleep on you as he did the night before. Instead, he sleeps with his head on the bed, with the rest of his body kind of laying off. You are pulled into sleep. And you see the world not as you see it now, but as you saw it before. You saw yourself. You see the world from a new angle. You're taller. Going through the lush carpets of your magnificent house. Seeing the black marble. Seeing the many adornments, the sculptures and everything. And you see your desk filled with paperwork that you simply will not do. You have too many important things to be bothered with paperwork. And you hear a knock at the door. The knock.
Goes over to it.
You see a dark shape beyond the stained glass as the knock rings out again.
I'll open it.
As you open it, your house shatters. Like a mirror. And all you're met with is a large, toothy grin and acid green eyes. You let me in.
Is this the person I... Yeah.
You hear this laugh. As it fades, and the rest of your sleep is that laugh. Kitsu, you fall asleep in your bed in the other room, and you don't wake up in a dream as far as you remember. You instead wake up in an armchair. A lovely, rust-colored armchair. It's not exactly comfortable. The frame of it is metal. The cushions are leather. It's not exactly comfortable. Frankly, it could be a little bit more. And you hear sounds of rustling in the kitchen behind you. It's a well-adorned room. The walls are deep red. Every adornment is black, brass, or metal. there seems to be a chessboard with a game that's half done. A couple of books that are open but aren't done as well. You see some minor metallic working tools, but they seem to be halfway through a project. And you see like an attempt at knitting, but just again half done. And you hear from behind you, "Oh, you're back."
She lets off a big deep breath.
Oh, one of those kinds of days, eh?
And she stands up and she turns around.
You see the familiars. Oh gosh, gotta get to his name. It's a long list. One moment. It's a long document.
I love that you're playing chess.
You see the
With an Afridi.
Yeah.
you see the red skin and the dark blue hair in just overcoming the dark tunic. But you see over the dark tunic, you see this white small apron. And you go as he goes, "Yeah, I've had those days before." And this is what you know him to be as Braun. This is your patron.
She says, "Oh, I think I need a little more. I think I need a little bit more."
A little bit more of what?
A little bit.
I got
of
whiskey.
that too. I think that would be very helpful. I think
Dwarvish whiskey. As he pulls out a bottle from the top, and he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good."
Good.
she grabs glasses, and hers is bigger than his.
So, and he grabs the bigger glass. I always get the bigger glass. It's a lifetime thing. Mine's bigger than yours.
I think I need a little more tools to be successful.
Tools? Like, what are we talking about here?
I think a few, just maybe a couple enhancements.
Enhancements? Okay.
Maybe a couple of more agreeable, useful spells.
Okay, I'm gonna point this out again, like I did point it out before. You can't handle everything I can give you.
I understand that.
We can try a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. Just
Try a little bit more.
Just eke out a little
Not
bit
too
more.
much, because if it goes too much, you start having problems.
This is true.
You're already having problems with what I'm giving you now.
She's like, I was distracted then. I was distracted. There was a lot going on. Never been in that situation before.
And that's important
I
because,
tried
combat
diplomacy.
situation is kind of what you're looking for.
I tried diplomacy and it didn't really work. These guys just didn't want to listen.
Like I said, dwarves,
They didn't really want to listen. And they were
No.
artificers. I thought they were all dead.
And so did I.
So
We'll give you more.
she's like, and I will use more wisdom on my own.
Thank you. Very important wisdom.
I will use wisdom on my own.
Very important wisdom. Wisdom is very important. It's what gets you through a lot of things.
So yeah.
Well, I've got some potatoes on the stove right now. Only made enough for me because, I didn't know if you were passing around. Hey, I can make your toast if you want.
No, potatoes are fine.
Okay.
Carrots?
No, there's no carrots here.
You can't call in carrots. You can't just.
Okay, I'm gonna have to remind you where
Never
the
mind,
heck I
never
am
mind,
right
never
now.
So never mind.
It's
Potatoes
not,
are
there's
fine.
not like a market on your other finger.
It's true. Maybe we could dedicate some
Like what,
property for a
market
little
space?
garden. Like a window.
A garden?
Like
you
a
think
window
I have a
garden.
porch?
Like a window garden or something.
Like what? A window box?
Hydroponics.
What is that word you just said?
I will come back and we will look some of that up.
Sounds like
Something
artificer
about
work
water and plants that grow
I think
in
I
water.
have a cleric spell book around here somewhere that I probably have create food and water in. But we'll figure that out.
I'll take the potatoes.
Okay, potatoes. They're, he pulls out a little plate. He's like, "This is yours." Takes out a big plate. This is mine. Life expectancy thing.
I think that's a little mean.
Okay, 9,000. 9,000 years old.
At least I can get to 1,000.
9,000, and I'm still, working well. So.
Yeah, I did almost die.
Yeah.
Like 10
So,
minutes ago.
that's what the brandy's for. And as you have this moment, you wake up in the morning filled with potatoes.
Filled with potatoes and very happy.
Lastly, You wake up, and you're in a forest. But it's not the forests of Ashra.
Okay.
It's a forest of home. It's the forests of the Feywild. The trees with their dark colors, and as you head down a familiar way where the illuminated mushrooms and small glinting will-o-wisps fly through the air, you're met with a smell that is odd. It smells damp and old, like a swamp. But you quickly put it from your mind as you continue down the path. And you see later on, you see a house, a cottage, small and quaint, with white smoke coming from the chimney. What do you do?
Do I recognize the house?
It is yours.
I go towards it.
All right. Going towards the house, you are met with your well-kept garden and everything. And as you go to open the gate, you are met with a bark.
Hold on!
As the gate, something hits the gate, and with paws up, you see the green furred dog.
Hold on!
As you go to pet him, he growls.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, sweet boy. It's me.
Viciously, he barks at you.
Don't you remember me? She's like welling up with tears.
You
And
hear
she puts her hand out.
he snaps at it and barks at you. You have changed.
So I'd be like,
You
okay.
hear this voice emanate from around you. You have changed. The world has changed as well.
I recognize the voice.
Oh yeah. You and the world are not changing together. I don't know where you're hiding. But I will find you. I've heard the stories.
Haven't you punished me enough?
Maybe I have. But I don't think so. And if I can't find you, a shadow creeps up from behind your house and over as you see it beginning to crest towards Alden. I will punish those I can find. Wake up. Upon the next morning, you guys all wake up with these dreams still full in your minds. You know, of course, you are still full of potatoes.
I got a sniff, like, bed not good.
Oh.
Not good bed.
So
She's
as
like, come on, guys, let's get up. Let's get going.
as
we got
I was
places to go.
watching over everybody, I would have been paying close attention to their like noises and things. Would I have known that they'd had nightmares and things like that?
You would have known that many of them had unrestful sleep. You also saw that Beaufort kind of had an unrestful night as well.
Okay.
Actually, there was a full-on point in which you go into their room and you don't think Kitsu's there. But the bed kind of looks like she's there, but you're not sure.
Oh, okay. So she's like a spirit, kind of. Knowing that they've all had kind of rough sleeps, a couple of hours before everybody would wake up, I would go down and talk to the cooks and things, waiting for them to show up so that I can tell them to make them my teammates.
As you go downstairs, you see Bebo asleep in an armchair behind the bar. He's just full on racked out.
I let him rest, and I attempt to make breakfast for everybody, which is probably not going to go well.
Oh.
Give me a nature check.
Yeah. Oh!
Everything's raw.
It's steak tartare.
I have a -1 to nature, so I get a 17.
17.
Oh, that's
Not bad.
That's not bad.
That is not bad.
bad for a person who doesn't eat.
Yeah.
So
So it is mostly on the
Have you never eaten, like, ever in your life?
I don't remember the last time I ate.
You make
food, really.
toast. It's not buttered, but it is toast. You make eggs. They're a little wet, but they are eggs. You make bacon. It's not crisp, but it is bacon.
And it is cooked.
It is good. They're all cooked. It's actually well spiced. It tastes really good. As he brings it up, actually, as you're working in the kitchen, you hear Bebo go. He kind of pokes his head around. Can I get some of that?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, master. I'd be happy. to.
Thank you.
I'm-
I'll wait over here.
So I imitate the cooks that I have seen to the best of my knowledge, and then I make everybody breakfast.
There's a lot of wine and stuff. White wine.
Oh, let's all agree. It's all red.
It's all right.
It's
Well,
all
the eggs
red
have
wine.
white wine in them.
Okay.
Gives them that color. So, pulling everything together, he pulls it back up. You guys are served scrambled eggs with toast with a nice cheese wheel.
Thank you.
Kind of full. But I like the eggs. They look really good.
And
good.
her face is stained with tears.
She's not stained with tears.
I believe we all had rough nights last night, so I made what I remember of cooking.
Thank you.
You hear from downstairs, "Thanks, bud, this is great!"
I think I need to pay him.
You cooked. I think he needs to pay you. As she slurps down her eggs. I think you really need
Not
to.
that noise.
She's like, these are really good.
That made
almost
Joey
like a real
uncomfortable too.
She's like, I'm good, but I can't eat anymore. But the eggs were really good. I think he should pay you, not you pay him.
Very well. I will let you handle this then.
All right. Anything else you want to do in this morning? Because you're kind of getting ready for everything.
I'll take down the dishes when everybody's done.
All right.
I take down the dishes. I'm like,
Taking down the dishes, you see the bar staff is starting to arrive, and you see Bebo is behind the bar, kind of washing everything. He goes, "You guys sleep well?"
I did. They don't look like they did, but you know,
That's
everybody has a rough night sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Usually people in those rooms are not having a fun time.
Well, I had a pleasant time.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you very much for all of this. And do you need me to wash these dishes?
No, I've got some help in the
Okay.
back that'll do that. And yeah, you're all good.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Thank
you're all
you.
good. Frankly, I started looking at what that guy used to make this stuff, and I need to start telling the back staff to start using this.
It was good. It was really good. Eggs were a little moist, but
Yeah,
good.
but we'll work that out. We'll work that out. I think put a little left a little bit easy on them. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out.
She said it was good.
What's his name again?
Lux.
Lux.
Oh, I'm not there.
Lux. Okay,
oh,
Lux
she says
breakfast
his name.
special.
You know,
Lux breakfast.
The
Yeah.
Lux
Great.
breakfast special.
very good.
Okay.
It was very tasty.
Work on a price for that later.
Yeah.
Alright.
She tunnels back up.
Alright.
Gathers her stuff and says, "Are we ready? What's our next plan?"
I need to find my patron.
Okay, so we need to go to the Fae. Is that what we're doing? We can't climb up to the console.
You also know that Blythe told you to meet him at the House of the Fae Marshal.
Oh, the Fae Marshal thing. We could go there.
That's the best place I can think of to find her.
She's like, how are you, Gertie? She's like, okay, I've seen that face before. I'm just gonna go with your good. Do you need litter? I'm just asking.
What are you talking about?
You know, like cats use ice sand to go by.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, we're gonna say no.
You
check your
see
shoes
Beaufort happily eating some of the eggs and bacon.
Aww. That's cute. Oh, you gotta feed our dog. I keep forgetting about our dog. Oh, you didn't have breakfast. Do you need breakfast?
Does he eat breakfast right now?
You need breakfast. You still live.
Oh, man.
I'm guessing he was.
I thought you were eating some of the bacon or something.
Yeah, you can have it. Okay. Because I didn't eat my bacon.
We don't have
or
any
my toast.
fancy feast for you.
I didn't eat my bacon or my toast because I'm full of potatoes. So just slurping up the eggs was all I could have managed.
Yeah, you had loaded potatoes and stuff.
I'm full. Last night's dinner was kind of sticks with you.
Last night's dinner was.
It kind of sticks with you.
Oh, no.
Last night's dinner was
She's like, what is up with everybody? Y'all sorry in the morning. The morning's the best part of the day.
Who would I say is the worst for wear out of these guys?
Everyone, all of you three, roll me a wisdom save.
Shoot.
No, Mom, not you. You
Oh.
had a lovely time.
I had a lovely time. Played chess, worked on a little project, ate dinner.
18.
15?
6.
I would say
Clearly,
probably.
Solus has a darkness welling over her today.
I go up to Solus and I put my hand on her shoulder and I say, may the moon goddesses give you blessings today. And I cast Vigilant Blessing, which will give you advantage on your next initiative roll.
Oh, bet.
Wow.
Nice.
As Lux goes and puts his hand on your shoulder, a memory washes over you.
Oh crap.
When he touches you?
It's a good memory.
Is it a good memory?
It's something you're not familiar with.
Oh.
It's not your memory.
You remember a time when you knew hands of a similar size to this.
Oh.
You knew
Oh. Pre-trauma.
something like this. But you can't place a face, a time, or anything to it. But you're just in this moment. It's nice. It's a happy memory that you don't remember.
I thought we were gonna say. What did you just do?
I gave you a blessing.
It reminded me of something. I don't see it clearly, but thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right. What are you guys doing?
She says, Feywild, guys.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, getting up.
With the Marshal's house? Is that what he said? The Marshal's?
Fae Marshal or Fae Lord?
Fae Marshal.
Fae Marshal.
Okay, you said Fae Lord last time. That's
She's
why
like,
I asked.
let's go. Come on, Kitty.
You know, different terms.
Marshal.
Does anyone know where the Fae section is?
I would assume she would.
I do not know.
Or him.
Would I know where that?
You know the central quarter. You can roll me a history check to see if you can remember. If not, there are ways within the city that you can find directions.
Like asking someone.
Like Bebo, who knows where the Fae section is,
That
as he avoids it.
is true. Because he came back with pink fur.
19.
19? You know where the entrance to the Fae section is from the central quarter.
Okay. He's gonna start walking.
Then we are on the hunt again. Very well. And I pick up my hammer and my shield and I start following.
All right.
To the Fey realm we go.
So you guys are met with, once again, the early mornings of the Platinum City. As people begin to go to work and open up shops and everything, it takes you a little while to get to the Fae section. It's a big city. Traveling around, you see that the church has been mostly cleaned up by now.
Oh, good.
It hasn't been put back together, but you see some dwarves with the same kind of tablets that they had in the sewers, with arcane runes on it, just pulling everything around like it would be on a tablet, and you see the building reforming itself as they're maneuvering these tablets. Wow. And passing by this, you guys head over to the crest between two buildings, where you see the white platinum stone journey into a nice warm stone. Kind of like an ochre peach color. You see it like a direct change. Like there's a line where it's like entering into like, if you remember the cartoon world from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where it's just like real world, line, and then the rest of it, very much similar.
There's a lot of life in this area.
It is the Feywild. Apparently there's someone sleeping in the garden who's taking up residence in the gardens.
Oh.
That would be interesting to see who.
You guys all go in?
Yeah.
All right. Entering into the Fae section, who wants to take the lead on this?
No.
I will.
I am following.
So Amadrai takes the lead. So entering, you see the brightness of Amadrai's skin and hair turn vibrant. You see the tattoos that she keeps on her skin kind of have this nice sort of pinkish hue underneath the darkness. Are they dark or are they...
They're she's got pale green skin and they are like, they look like birthmarks, but when she casts magic, they glow.
Okay. So the pinkish hue is kind of like alighting them slightly. And heats you. As you enter into the Fae section, your eyes brighten and your skin darkens, your hair darkens, and every bit of color on you gets a little bit brighter. Solus, as you enter, your skin goes to, it takes on almost this kind of like slate gray.
Oh.
And you just kind of like looking at yourself like, that's weird. Lux, as you enter,
Yeah, I'll probably become more undead.
you see the ground. The color that is present almost fades. In like a small area around you.
You suck the life out of the Fae.
And you're like,
They do.
what's going on? Beaufort enters and he's like, he seems to get the normal like color vibrance attached to him. And then Malharas enters. And this causes everyone to kind of turn around as he puts one paw into the Fae section. And you feel this kind of, this pulse. And you see the shadows underneath Malharas kind of struggle to remain under him.
Ooh. It seems this place is having a transformation effect on everyone.
And as Malharas fully enters in, you see the fur on his back not stand up, but elongate.
Like his longer hair now?
Like it's almost as if the shadows are pulling off of him into the air. It almost has like this smokiness to it.
She's like, I cannot wait to find out what you are.
And that same kind of light extraction that Lux is having, where it's like just around him, around Malharas, it's like 10 to 15 feet.
Oh, wow.
Wow. She's
Wow. So I'm taking the color out of the
like,
world.
you're like blowing it out of the world. She just looks at him and she's like, puts her hand like over by him.
Oh, if you're within the 15 feet, your color fades.
Oh, so it's fading from you too.
Yeah.
What if I went to next to it? Would I just like?
Yep, everything fades. You go to return to normal.
Oh.
And then you, as soon as you step out, back to your normal, vibrant self. Back in, normal self.
Do we feel different?
No, you just feel kind of awake, like you're standing in the sunlight.
Are we getting any looks from the people?
No, this seems to be kind of normal.
Oh.
Everyone's all like, yeah, that's face action.
Yeah. Amadre.
And then all of a sudden they see Malhorst and like,
Oh.
what the heck's up with this cat?
Amadre just kind of takes a second to like enjoy it because she hasn't been anywhere near something Fey in a very long time.
What's wrong? You seem to be straining.
I haven't. I'm honestly happier than I've been in a very long time.
Happy enough to walk.
Can I enjoy a moment feeling like I'm home?
Yes.
Straining. What an amazing word to use.
As I just looked like the most serene, happy person.
And you're straining.
Just like,
Are you taking a poop? Can we continue? That is so fantastic.
that is hilarious.
After this moment, you guys continue down the Fey High Street, where you see an absolute strange amount of shops. You're met with a few odd buildings, where one says, when one has the picture of a satyr with like a scroll in his hand, and he's kind of opening it, doing like this kind of side eye kind of thing, and you see on it these kind of runes, which translate from Sylvan, say the Satyr Show. It seems to be like a theater. You guys are going down the high street. You see a Jack in the Box on a sign where it kind of is going out and giving a silly face. You see a woven tapestry kind of like pulling off and into a dress on a sign. You see just a wide variety of things. You do see one building which is kind of castle-like. And then there's like a big like dragon that's on the top of it that kind of goes.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And on over the door it says the Hoarders Enclave.
Lux would stop walking.
Stop walking.
You alright?
Are you straight?
I am very uncomfortable by this place.
Why? It's a genuine question.
Everything is smiling and moving.
It's the Feywild's. I don't know. It's happy.
I see smiles, and smiles mean death.
She pats you on the back and she says, "It's elves. We're happy. Happy people. Let's
Not
go."
all elves.
She's
The
it's
people
bright colors. It's happy.
The smiles on the masters were only present when they were about to kill.
I'm sorry.
You've taken
But
another
I
road.
promise these smiles are genuine and happy.
I will stay close to you then. And so I kind of just get my cloaks and kind of bunker in a little bit more, try to hold myself to myself and stay close to the people who are comfortable in this area, but I stay very uncomfortable.
Traveling down the high street, you guys are met with a rather strange assortment of people. You see some satyrs, you see some centaurs, you see a couple of elves, you see some fairies flittering about. You're met with a big green tiger kind of thing that's walking down the street. And as you kind of meet up with it, he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And just continues on his way. Just continuing down the high street, you guys are just looking at everything. You guys are taking it in. You see some other shops. You see some other stuff, and then you're met when you get to this end of the high street, where it forms this kind of like cul-de-sac courtyard kind of thing. You see this large building that's made out of like twisting white wood. and you see it's hard to explain fully, but it looks like it's like the wood is made of stone and yet growing at the same time. Like there's leaves growing out of part of it, but then it looks like it's made of stone. And you see it is right, like, there. You see this large, strange building, and then right below it, you see these kind of cornered, white fence walls that have like intricate designs on it, where you see chains around gates on these white picket walls, and it says "close," and these chains have like the "close" sign on top of them.
Can I investigate the stone with the leaves on it?
Yep.
Okay.
So
You
you
got your stone.
Yeah, he's got
background.
he's got stone.
So does he get advantage since it's stone?
Yeah, you get
18.
advantage.
Oh,
I'll give you
yeah.
advantage because
Oh,
you
yeah.
know stone.
Get a better roll.
21.
21.
Nice.
So walking up to this, you're like,
Nice.
stone. You kind of like look at it, measure it, lick it a little, and
That's a natural.
this
20.
is
Good job.
not stone. This is metal.
Huh.
This is metal. The Platinum City is made of metal.
Oh.
But whatever magic has been used to form this section is able to give this building this shape and allow it to perfectly meld to the realm that it's supposed to emulate.
Oh.
This is a deep set magic that you have yet seen made. This is the first time you've seen this level of magic in a building.
Are the leaves also metal?
Yeah, metal. Everything from the plant life to the ground, metallic.
Wow.
But it mimics life so well that everything thinks that it is exactly what it looks to be.
That's weird. I kind of like.
Beds, stonework, everything in this thing is so cool.
I equip my shield and I slice my hand and my I imbue my hammer with my crimson right. I don't set it ablaze yet, but it's a near thing.
So it's just like a second thought that you can.
Yeah, so I'm
attack to.
preparing myself to attack anything that comes near me and starts to smile.
As you kind of like, as
Do
you're
I
preparing
notice?
yourself, the door to the strange wood building opens, and a man with a sheep's face and kind of long dreadlocks comes out that are all like bleach white. It looks like he has his wool on his head. He's in a nice suit that's vibrant magenta, and he comes out and he turns at the top of the stairs. Please, sir, can you please not lick the buildings?
Like, oh, sorry, sir.
Oh, thank you. And as he kind of goes back in, barely moving his upper torso, he kind of just fades back in and closes the door.
She's like, hold on.
May I help you?
What was the house that we knew?
We're looking for the Feylord Manor?
Are you looking for the house of the Fey Marshal?
Yes.
Well, that is this house.
Oh.
Who may I say is calling?
Amadriot Blythe told us to meet him here.
You're looking for Blythe.
Yes, we have apparently an overdue conversation.
Very well. You may all enter. We will be forced to leave the cat and the dog outside.
Why? They have to be in with us. They're part of our.
I'm sorry, is it a...
I'll
he kind
carry
of looks
him.
around and he's kind of like, are they familiars?
Yes.
All right. As long as they, don't mess anything up.
Oh no, not Buford.
Buford is kind of... And you guys all pull in. He shows you into this lovely room where it has a nice center table with flowers of all kinds. There's many paintings on the walls. There's slight statues of this kind of gold marble of people like making dramatic poses. And above you guys is a chandelier of butterflies that are all flying around it with these long spiral staircases that go all the way up. And it all look like they've been grown from one tree. And he says, please wait here while I summon the mistress. And as he walks into across from where you guys entered, there's a set of double doors. He walks into those doors.
Are we in any danger here?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
This house is very extravagant.
The
master.
Fae enjoy fanciful.
She says, haven't you been in fancy houses before?
Yes, of those I should fear.
Just
The Fae are relatively harmless.
Relatively is a prominent term. You hear from a painting behind you. Relative is a prominent term I would point in the Fae.
I would agree.
Did that startle me?
Oh, yeah.
I smash
Don't!
Oh, no smash.
with my hammer
Roll me an
that is
attack.
on fire.
Roll me an
And he was worried about the cat.
He was prepared. Lights the entire house ablaze.
Natural 20.
She's all, Maharaj, you need to put that out. You said fire was easy controlled.
As you hear this, you whirl around. The flames are spitting off of your hammer. You plant it into the picture.
Oh my god.
And you see the image of the man sitting on the rock with his pipe out. You see him where he was sitting there, and you see a bunch of rats on one side and some children on the other. You full on smash the rock that he was standing on, and he's like, "Oh my Lord, children and rats, help me out!" And the children and rats go, "Gee!" and run to the side of the painting. And he's like, "Oh, I wish I could leave this painting."
He likes
As the flames begin to crawl up the side, he's like, "Oh, my beautiful musicry! No!"
Put it out, put it out, put it
Someone
out.
put it out.
Wait.
As the flames lick higher, he's like,
A little
"No!"
faster, Maharaj, a little faster.
I try to put it out.
You silence
Just-
the flames.
He kind of just puts his paw down, and the flames just turn into like purple embers that flitter off.
You stop it right as it was reaching the upper torso of the music player, and he goes, "Oh, it hurts! Oh, it still hurts!"
Oh my gosh.
What? Will you be less
Discretion.
anxious?
Oh,
Discretion. We told you we were safe.
I
You were
understand.
very
Flip the
safe.
painting over.
Oh, yes, the painting flips over. Oh no!
Quiet in there. She's a hush yourself or I'll have to hide you. Quiet.
I'm
No
sorry.
one. No one do anything.
At this, the sheep man returns.
Oh god.
You may. The mistress will see you now.
The mistress?
Okay, who's fooling with us?
I didn't like the guy.
You didn't like him.
No, he seemed creepy. He's got
Frankly, he's a bit of a jerk.
he's got kids.
He's
He was
constantly
talking-
making fun of my hair. Had it redone 3 times.
He scared our friend.
He scared your friend.
Yeah, look at him. He looks terrified.
Which one?
Yeah.
That one.
The one
Him?
that looks
Yes.
terrified.
The one that
Frankly,
looks
sir,
terrified.
you're creeping the bejesus out of me.
I have.
Just let's go meet the lady.
Yes, the mistress will be here. I will deal with Pembroke. And he goes to walk to the painting.
Oh, God.
Oh.
The door, as he closes the doors behind
Let's go
you guys,
fast.
you guys walk into this lavishly decorated library where many tables and chairs are, and there's a fireplace filled with flame that changes color. You see a large brown desk with a chair that is actually turned to you at the moment, and you see Blythe standing next to the large window that's behind it where the curtains are pulled. And you see Blythe is talking to a person in the chair. As he kind of looks up and clocks you guys, he goes, they're having a whispered conversation. As you hear the butler from the other side go, "Oh my Lord Pembroke, what have you done?"
Yeah.
This kind of, you see the chair kind of like jolt at hearing this, before slightly turning around and going, you see a woman clad in a pink dress, large, like, swathing clothes. Her hair is a dark black, pulled back into a large braid that actually goes all the way down to her ankles. Like it travels over her shoulder and goes all the way down. She has a lot of like exposed skin with like the swathing clothes, and she has like a set of like a circlet of leaves with like trails of feathers through her hair.
Oh.
Wow.
She has deep purple eyes, and her nails are a lovely, brilliant kind of navy blue color. And as you guys all enter, she goes, "Welcome to the house of the Fey Marshal. My name is Sibilna. Pleasure to meet you all."
I am taking off my my cloak and my shirt. And
Your shirt? No. We stay clothed here.
Are you the mistress of this house?
As you kind of do this, she goes, I am. May I ask you what you are doing?
So I removed everything and I get into like the child's pose, basically like on the ground on
Oh
my
my
knees,
gosh.
and I lay out and I say, I have attacked a painting. I am sorry, and I am ready for my punishment.
You're fine.
You are ready for punishment.
Yes, mistress, I am ready.
That is.
And you see that his
No,
back
turn
is
to you,
filled
sir.
with scars that are like nails that have been ripped, and bite marks, and all this scarred.
Oh boy.
He's
And
gone
I
through
thought
some
I
things.
made edgy characters.
And she kind of looks at Blythe with this kind of like, what the heck kind of thing is going on here? And then Blythe goes, I can deal with this. And she goes, no way, I've got something. And she gets up from her chair and walks over to you, and she goes, indeed, you must be punished, good sir. And she takes some dust in her hand, and she sprinkles it over you. And these ivy vines grow over your back and like crest up over your face, and all the buds open, and they're sakura blossoms, and they release a lovely smell.
Well, I've stopped breathing for a while, so.
Well, you can still smell it.
Mhm.
And she goes, there, you are now forced to run around with these horrid sakura blossoms all over you. Feel free to weep.
How's he supposed to wear clothes?
Thank you, mistress.
They go over it.
And then I put my
The sakura blossoms like crawl their way out on top of you.
and I stand off into the corner basically and wait.
Okay. And I just like I curtsy to show respect.
Oh, thank you. As I said before, my name is Zibilna. I am currently the Fey Marshal of the Platinum City at this time. May I ask your names?
Amadria, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Ah, yes, Blythe was telling me you were in town. We have much to discuss. And you are, my dear?
She's
Clearly
quite-
I'm seeing a well-enriffed
Very
lineage from you.
She said, yes, I am Kitsu.
Ah, yes. You must be an exciser. Am I
am.
correct?
She said,
I've
oh, I love
seen-
your accent.
Well, thank you. I've seen a few of you. Maybe you know Magic.
I do.
Magic is one of my favorites. He is one of my favorite warlocks.
Then we should
He
get
was an
along very well.
He was an exciser too. Did you know that?
I kind of knew that, yes.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, he has left that part of his life to fulfill the champion of Will and Rift position.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud of what he has done with himself.
She's not thrilled with the champions.
Immediately going over to Solish, she goes, putting her hand on her knee to extend a hand. May I ask your name, my short fellow?
Hello, miss. My name is Solus.
Solus, from what region are you from?
The mountains.
They were typically called the Grey Labyrinth.
Oh, okay. Then I see that.
Alright. So she goes, the Great Labyrinth. Are you from the Goliaths, the Trolls, or where do you hail from?
The giants. The stone giants.
Oh, there were stone giants in the Great Labyrinth. I did not know this. Oh, that's quite shocking. I must go and meet them myself. I love meeting new people.
They are very kind.
Oh, that is wonderful. And she turns to you with your sakura blossoms. She goes, we have not been formally introduced, but I have been well introduced to your back.
I don't make eye contact with her, but I say, I am Tenebris, man.
Tenebris.
Yes.
This is not a familiar name to me. What region are you from, good sir?
I am from Goldcrest.
Goldcrest. As far as I know, that is across the sea. You
Yes,
have traveled a long way to get to our fair city.
Yes, mistress.
I'm interested to see what you do. Giving her arm like a light touch. I'm interested to see what you do. And you smell so nice right now. And as she kind of readies herself, she goes, well, as I've said, my name is Zabilna. I'm the Fae Marshal of this city. But I will warn you, the Fae is not a place where you typically want to give your real names. I will say that if it had been anyone other than me, you might be in problems of losing some memories. So keep an eye on that, just letting you know going forward. Luckily, me and Blythe, we don't do that kind of thing. And she travels back to her desk. She says, come on, everybody, follow me over here. And she gestures and chairs fly from all over the room and settle to have 4 seats. She goes, would you have familiars like a couch?
Yes.
Oh! I'm sorry, I did not realize. Does one of you have an awakened familiar?
He is awakened. That is true.
So he's his own thing.
His own thing.
I've seen one
And
like this.
And he likes to tell us about it.
I've seen one like this before. Do you know Grimm's Walker?
Yes, he was no help at all.
He does have something up the old area there. But who, may I ask your name, good sir?
My name is Malharas.
I don't have my dice.
Would you like a d20?
There we go. I will have everyone roll perception checks.
Ooh. Ooh. Very nice.
19.
19?
I got a 19.
19?
5.
You're doing great.
Nothing?
Knock
got
on
a
wood
natural
right now.
26.
You know, actually, I'm
26.
gonna
Thank
put my
you.
coin for that.
Okay.
I don't want to crit fail on that.
You got a 26?
Alright. That is 12.
12. All of you don't catch this. Most of you are kind of laughing over the entire meeting of this person. You're like, oh my god, this has been one hectic meeting of this person. You're looking down, and for a brief moment you look up to kind of get a look at the face of who you're meeting. And as he says his name, you see a sallow. You see like this kind of like recognition of it. And before she kind of snaps back into that kind of fate and that kind of act, she goes, well, my friends, as she sits back down into her chair and places her hands on her knee, what may I do for you as you come to my house so early?
Well,
Did you find anything out about the investigation? As Blythe pipes up from behind the chair.
We followed the trail of a gnome to an artificer's bunker?
Artificer's
in the
blacksmith shop.
shadow section.
Blacksmith shop.
You found an artificial stronghold.
Well, it might have been a stronghold, yeah. There was-
Hardly a stronghold.
3
barely a
artifice-
home.
But they were very curious. They were very protective of the gnome and the armor. Although he wasn't there.
So you're telling me you said this was in the shadow
Did you
section?
kick?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I thought maybe you were trying to.
So you found an artificial stronghold in the shadow section? Did
Yeah.
you do anything there?
blew it up.
Yeah, it's kind of burnt.
That was the fire. That was you guys.
Yeah.
We
It was
did
mostly
not
them.
set the fire.
They lit the fire. We didn't start the fire, although we tried to fight it. We decided to leave. We didn't start it.
Blythe kind of just is taking in information. He's like, okay.
One of the dwarves involved in the artificing was still alive when we left, and he escaped.
All right.
One of them's name was Dan. Dale.
Dale.
Dan.
Dale.
Dale is dead.
Dale is in pieces.
Yeah, Dale is not. Dale is no more.
Dale is no more.
She's really fixated on Dale. She really
I
needed
don't
to
know
run.
why.
Because he said Dale run. Why would Dale need to run?
Well, now he's running all over the walls.
I'm sure he's put out by now.
Zabilna kind of reaches up and touches Blythe lightly on the arm. She goes, Blythe, honey, if you continue down this road, you're going to blow a gasket. She goes, so you were the ones you were present at the fire in the shadow section
This is true.
Correct.
and you said it was an artificial stronghold.
Correct.
Yes.
Do you know what they were making at this artificial stronghold?
Looked like
Maybe
weapons that were
armor.
wood and metal.
All right.
But he did say something about the armor, that we were after the armor, even though we
That
didn't know.
they said that the person who attacked the church had armor with them.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, Timbers found that.
And they had a crossbow device that shot small metal pellets.
They did.
And they had
They fired thunder waves. Not
oh yeah, the
bullets?
gun stuff.
Yeah.
But they also did that, but they also shot us.
Did they?
I didn't get shot.
No, as far as
Yeah,
I
no
know, they only
one,
had
no
the
one got
thunder
shot.
cannons.
They were like sound guns.
Oh, never mind.
She goes, that's very interesting. These weapons are ones that are currently unknown to us. I've never heard of these in my travels. It's odd that we have artificers in Platinum City. They have long been routed out. I'm quite interested in this find.
They must have just gone sneakier, the ones that survived.
That is typical of artificers. They do like to keep their ideas on the down low. So, I thank you for this revelation into the investigation of the destruction of the Church Avenger. It has been a trying time. I will not sugarcoat it. It has been a trying time for all at this point, especially the Fae. I thank you for your aid in this endeavor.
Thank you, mistress. And I leave.
Is that it?
She says we're here to help figure this problem, the general problem out.
What general problem are you speaking of?
The lack of communication between what are they called? Like
The gods?
the gods and us. Make is being
She kind of
lost
turns.
and
She
corrupted.
kind of turns to Blythe and she goes, "Now I do believe that I'm about to make a decision that you will disagree with, and so in order for that, I will say you leave the room." And so Blythe goes, "Madam Zabilna, I simply must protest. I do believe I need to be here." She goes, "No, Blythe, I don't want you scowling at me or these lovely people. You need to leave."
Scowling at us.
And he goes to the side and leaves out an Arcadia door, and you see him standing on the other side of the closed window.
He's listening. What a boo.
Have we not been dismissed?
No, as far as I know, you want to help. As far as I know, you want to help in the situation, and so I believe we need to have a little chat. I will order refreshments from Shellington. Is there anything we would prefer?
No. Just whatever. I'm still full of potatoes.
They do tend to be quite
They
filling.
do. Free
A bit
potatoes.
of sour cream, that's right.
Yum.
Is
Green onion.
there something from the Feywild that she would have had that she probably can't find?
Probably Fey tarts.
It's been so long since I've had a Fey tart.
Oh yes, we do have plenty of those. My cook is a lovely chef. Oh, the garden parties we had. Unfortunately, we can't have those right now because of our resident. But we'll speak about that in just a second, dears. But let's all have a chat. As she kind of rings a bell, I think this is a good spot to take a break.
Huh?
That
So
sounds
we're
good.
going to take a break right now. We will be back soon, everybody. Please stay tuned.
Right.
Cute.
Good evening, everyone, and we're back with the lovely Wild Beyond the Witchlight action. Last time we left, which was a little bit ago, we had just entered into the house of the Fey Marshal, where we had entered into the library and study of the current Fey Marshal, known as Zabilna. She had summoned her butler to get some tea and cakes delivered into the room. You have a lovely assortment in front of you, along with some savories. And she decided that you guys all needed to have a chat.
Mm-hmm. And she dismissed the other dude.
Blythe.
Blythe.
Blythe is not privy to this conversation.
You know he's listening at the door.
Yeah, probably.
One might question his upbringing.
That's right.
Zabilna begins. She says, "So everybody. First off, I wanted to bring up Blythe is being forced to stand outside because I did not want him to scowl at you as I told you what was going on. Just be clear, he is the champion of the Fae, so kind of a prominent figure.
She kind of has a...
I don't know, little sticks up there. But we will put that aside for right now. And I'm going to ask you all what you know. What you know is going on.
I do not know. Where are the sticks going?
No stick. Okay, forget the sticks.
He's very literal.
Okay, forget the sticks, sugar. We are instead going to talk about current events. We're going to talk about events of the world, then we're going to talk about events of the city, and then we're going to talk about your events. What events do we know about the world that's going on so far?
I know that people haven't been able to hear their deities and patrons for quite some time. I got this dream a few nights ago, calling me back here and that the Feywild was under attack.
You wait a minute. Just one moment here, sugar. You say that, you got a message, a dream, saying that the Feywild was under attack.
From my lady Titania.
From Titania. Well, that is interesting. And right there is interesting. We're gonna clothespin that for right now.
That's right.
Anyone else want to bring up some stuff like that?
Destruction magic has been weakened.
No, I know that. Well, a lot of people have been pointing that out. Anything else?
She
Gods, destruction magic?
Wellenrith is studying the phenomenons and the signs.
That's good to know. It's good to know. Well, it does seem to have its stuff together, so that's a good thing to know.
And of course, I view corruption of magic with a great disdain.
Yes, I understand the
So
Exciser's job.
She said, but destruction magic was used in the Platinum City
I
just
do
the
know
other
that.
day.
I do know that. That was part of the investigation, which I'm very glad you guys undertook. Blythe has a lot on his plate, and I'm glad that you guys were able to take that off of it. You seem to be rather quiet, Sugar. Is there anything that you have to add, you two?
The shepherd Azrael is in the Dark Realms.
Azrael?
Yes.
I do not know this name. She takes out a pen. How do you spell that? Azrael?
I don't know how to spell.
All right. And you say his name is the Shepherd?
He is a shepherd.
A shepherd. Okay. What exactly is his crime?
shepherds collect their flock and drain them of blood to make their drinks.
Oh my.
That escalated quickly.
They're not sheep. They're people.
I figured.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I will tell the Shadow Marshal to keep an eye out for them.
And yes.
All right. So
Thank you, Sugar.
thank you so much. All right. And did you anything of the world to bring up into this conversation?
I think everything's gone over.
Okay. So
I am here when I should not be.
we'll have a talk about that. Excuse me. To fill you in, most of what you know is correct. We cannot talk to the gods. We cannot. Destruction magic it has been diminished, and many other things. Except that's new. Other than that, some people in the world have found that this time has spent its course, and they believe that the current people who are leading things are not doing enough to figure things out. So they have turned to alternative methods of regaining security. We have seen, I see that you, my friend, have adorned your hand with a cut. May I assume that you practice blood magic? It looks fresh.
I believe so, yes.
All right. The growing use of blood magic and artificer science has been on the rise in Torren Bond as a whole. We have had quite a few instances of people attempting to learn artificer science and successfully creating blood cults in order to regain some level of power that they feel has been diminished. We have found this within not only Torren Bond, but sometimes even, as you have no doubt seen, the blacksmith within the Platinum City. And all of this would have been easily dealt with until what happened ever so recently.
The church.
No, that's not what we're talking about. There are positions in the world in which people can access other realms of existence. The Torren Bond in the Platinum City is one of these places where the three material realms are able to converge on a single point. And you are able to cross from one to the other like walking through a door. The realm gates have closed. All of them. Nobody can access the Divines. Nobody can access the Infernals. Nobody can access the Fae or the Shadow or anywhere. We are cut off. Completely.
I would say that's probably not true. I'm copying somebody's accent.
It's part of the Fae. You accept it.
Then it sounds like the people who think the rulers aren't doing their jobs properly are correct.
I assure you we are.
Then what are you doing to open the gates?
I currently am in charge of the Platinum City and the Fae section. I am here to keep the peace. I am here to ensure that the people don't start killing each other in the streets. That is my job.
How many bodies were there?
Yes, but those were not in the streets. They were in the house.
And frankly, that was you all.
No. The church, we had nothing to do with the church.
I did not do anything to that church.
Okay, the church, I thought you were talking about the blacksmith. That's on me. That's on me. I thought you were talking about the blacksmith. I was talking about the blacksmith. I thought you guys were talking about that. But as far as the church, that is why it is so concerning. Not only was this thing able to get here, it apparently seems to have used a realm gate and has a complete hold over destruction magic as we know it.
So what being is being divined that did this, and where could it be?
That is the problem. We can't divine it. This is a nose to the grindstone kind of investigation. All magic that would help us seems to have been not working. Whoever is using this either really doesn't want to be found or stumbled their way in possibly the best escape in the history of escapes.
Well, we followed the gnome because he was bleeding out from the church.
Now that's a good find. Do you have any leads?
The artificers said that we were after the...
Do you have any leads on where the other artificers are?
No.
Do you have any leads on why he is here?
No, we do actually, don't we? Do we know the name of the place that he was going?
Do we?
Oh, I think we might.
Time to consult my notes.
You can also roll a history check and I can just tell you.
I'll history check.
20.
20?
14.
It's a dirty
12.
20, but it's
12.
still a 20.
What do I have in history? 16.
16. You all remember that that Dale said to get to headquarters, tell Deus Ex that they are after the gnome, that they are after the armor.
So I say that. I don't know who Deus Ex is.
Deus Ex.
Probably the guy who came through the church.
Well, you thought you said the gnome came through the church.
I thought that the gnome came... We thought the gnome came through church because he was armored and bleeding.
It's good.
I'm sitting here and I'm trying to...
Whatever came in came out and then obviously changed form.
Yes, we know. We are trying to figure out the next step in this investigation. You have brought us a lot of information. However, the trail ends at that blacksmith, and unfortunately, all evidence that was there is currently gone.
Can't you just locate the person
Not
or an
really.
object?
No, we have no means of locating them.
We
We have no objects of theirs. We have no knowledge of who they are. We cannot locate these people because no magic we have will function like that. We need something of substance that will give us that.
We need to find the dwarf who escaped.
I believe that is a good suggestion. Or we need to find where the artificers are holding themselves, or I don't know. But now we go into the next part of my grand quest within the Platinum City. As I said, the realm gates are closed. That means none of my men could get through. Fey marshals, we are archfey within the Feywild themselves. I come here a certain amount of time throughout the year and bring my own guards with me. I came because Titania asked me to come. My guards were supposed to follow. They could not get here. The only manner of support I have right now is the man standing outside. And Calliope, but she's at the church.
So no one is able to come into the Platinum City or leave.
No, you can come in and out.
You
But
can't go to the.
my level of the Fae is far beyond my where the Platinum City is. This is a more direct connection.
So she
But-
can get in and out.
We can get in and out from here, but then you have to travel across the world to get here. It's a direct line. It's a whole different story. But
Our next order of business should be to find the dwarf.
I agree.
It
My hope from having this conversation is that I'm able to hire you as exemplary citizens aiming to help and aid the Fae in this trying time.
She kind of laughs a little bit. She's like,
You will be well compensated.
she says, okay, but you have not given us any extra information to go on.
Because you know everything.
We know
that I
everything.
You now know all that I know. Well, I do know a few other things, but, you know, I need mine. This is what you need to know. Yeah, I got my own stuff going on. You don't want to know everything on that plate.
So we should return to the blacksmiths then.
Currently, the blacksmith is under hold under the Shadow Marshal. He is investigating and trying to figure out. We just figured out that it was Odin.
They started the fire.
I need to communicate with him to tell him that we got that sorted out. But we need all y'all to be in on this.
Okay, so we need to go and investigate what's left of the what's left of the lower levels of that blacksmiths.
I suggest that you start where you will. I'm wondering.
But we want to make sure that we're not going to be in danger.
That is why you need people with connections to aid you in your moving through the city.
Okay, so how are you going to aid us?
By making you emissaries and attendants of the Fey Marshal, and saying that you are working for me in a investigatory status, giving you the ability to move through the Platinum City in a way conforming to the law.
So we were working under your name?
Under my name, yes. You'll be taking my name with you and using it as a way of keeping yourselves on your little journeys out of jail.
What happens if the Shadow Marshal doesn't like you?
We are forced to work together.
Oh, okay.
You know, the Divines and Infernals, they kind of set things up here.
But nobody can talk to them here.
No, because we have bylaws.
Oh, okay.
So what boon should we have with us to show our
Should
covering?
this deal between you all and me actually go into effect and you say, yes, we want to do that, I will give you a necessary form of identification.
But we may remove ourselves from said bond when we wish, correct?
Yes.
Then
This ain't a
yes.
pact. I'm not warlocking you all.
Very well then, I will take your boon.
All right. So we have 1,
Yeah, sure.
2, 3. You ready to go?
He raised his paw.
And yes. All right. I will have Shellington bring me the badges. And I will have you. Man, I do not want to have you report to this man, but he's the best option we got. I'll have you report to Blythe. I will have all of you report to Blythe now, so he can give you the skinny on what he wants you to get started with. I need to talk to your cat.
Okay.
As I leave, I go to the cat and I say, she recognizes you as I pass.
One of her stations should.
And as you guys are leaving, she says, "You wanted to speak to Titania, am I correct?"
Yes, she called for me.
Oh yeah, the dream. Yeah, that whole thing. You and me need to talk as well. Let's talk after the cat. Cat's a bit more important.
That's absolutely.
Not much, but to be.
I understand. I understand.
All right.
Thank you.
I really don't want to send you to Blythe.
She's like, oh, let's just
Just go to
go.
Blythe. Just go to Blythe. Keep him on his behavior.
Champions are not as no
Come, sugar.
champions.
Well, you're like my brother.
He was a nice person. That doesn't mean his usefulness in this has been obvious.
All right. As you guys are shuffled out of the room and Gretch,
I have a champion as well, and he was.
and the door closes, Malharas, you are left alone with Zabilna. In which she kind of originally sitting at her desk with this kind of jauntily air, sits forward and stands fully, just with this attention. How long have you been here?
Not very long.
You said you spent your time with Grimm's Walker.
Yes. And as you can see, I am no closer to regaining my form than I was before.
I'm not going to tell you how deeply upsetting this is, Lord Maharas. Well, all of a sudden, a lot of things make sense.
Can I listen to their conversation through the book?
Oh yeah, give me a perception check.
I did not hear anything. It's a 2. I don't even need mine.
Oh, can I do a perception check?
Yeah.
Sugar should not be listening in on conversations that do not pertain to sugar.
How'd you pull me away? And so that's why I got the 2.
Yes.
She's like, so that conversation might have been helpful.
13.
You hear them talking, but you can't hear words.
You can't even hear him.
Oh, that's true.
He's
Oh,
so
he's,
bad.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's you only hearing one side of a conversation.
Yeah,
no
it would
sense.
be useless.
This is
That's
deeply concerning, Lord Maharas.
No, I know.
All of a sudden, a lot of things make sense. The fact that you're here, all of a sudden, this kind of recognition comes over her head. Oh.
Yeah.
We're way deep in it. We really deep in it.
To put it in your country bumpkin phrasing, yes.
Country pumpkin.
Oh,
The real question is how did that thing, whatever it is, get more control over destruction than even I?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Do you know where your siblings are?
Somewhere beyond my current reach, stuck in this mortal form. I cannot even destroy a moon.
I'm quite thankful that you can't do that. That's not what we need right now, frankly, Lord Maharas. All of a sudden, a lot of pieces are fitting together, sir.
My hopes is that whatever came out of that temple.
We
Have
have a
some-
friend. We have a mutual friend who I believe is within the city. I believe he's at the Cartographer Bureau, but I'm not sure. He tends to travel, and he's very secluded. Can I have you roll me a history check?
Where's my history? There it is. 9.
Okay. It wasn't a big history check. You were directly connected to Zavilna.
Oh, I was?
Yeah. She was one of your friends.
Oh, cool. That's actually kind of.
She's like,
surprising.
we have a mutual friend at, I believe he's at the Cartographer's Bureau. He won't help you in this investigation, but it might be nice just to have someone. Sorry, I'm so thirsty. It's parching.
It's so hot in here.
Any aids would be appreciated.
Frankly, Lord Maharas, I am stretched thin. Without my ability to return to the Fae, I'm unable to replenish my own abilities.
Is there not plane shifting magic?
We have been barred. There are serious problems going on, Lord Maharas, and now I'm starting to figure out why. I'm going to start launching my own investigations right now. But without attendance, it's going to be hard because I'm going to have to do it all myself. And I need to be present.
Can you not create attendance?
As I said, my powers are waning. You know much as I do that we need to replenish our own abilities. I've been able to maintain my own abilities for some time, but without access to my gardens, it has been difficult. You've heard of our resident. And from what your friend just told me, I have reason to think more is going on.
Well, we have a year to settle all of this,
A year?
or much worse will happen. Mainly, I will cease to exist. I don't know much else about any of you, though.
You need to go back for me for a second. We have a year?
Yes. Before all of the Aya cease to exist, and more direct intervention is taken to put the world back in balance.
Frankly? Oh, that's a lot right there. That's a lot. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Maharas. At least now I know we have a timetable. I will do all I can.
Do you have the capability of providing sending stones so we can communicate with you?
I will discuss with my attendants.
The ones you have?
Yes. I will use my connections. I will see what I can do.
I guess we're all limited.
Yes. You have my best wishes. And I will endeavor to right this.
Is there anything else?
Not at this moment.
Alright.
And now I do need to talk to Amadrai.
Go ahead.
Please leave. All right. So the door opens and Maharas comes out. And you hear, Dry, can I get you in here for a second?
Of course. She walks in, closes the door.
You see Sibylla sitting at her desk, taking a long drink of her tea, which as you see it in her cup, randomly changes color to a darker shade.
She leans up against the door, and she's gonna try to listen in on the
Trying to listen
conversation.
again. Roll me perception check.
There might be stuff I don't need to know.
20.
20? All right.
She's leaning up against the thing like this, kind of.
Are you alright?
Oh, I just needed something to bolster myself. Your friend, the cat, brought me some rather upsetting information. It's all right. It's trying times all over the place. I can handle it. But you and me need to have a discussion about this dream of yours.
Oh, I must have accidentally rolled the dice. Forgive me.
How dare you? Why are you attacking me?
Apparently I rolled a charisma save. I got 21.
You are not seduced. Well, we need to have a talk about this dream you had.
Yes.
You say that Titania came to you and told you that the Fae was under attack?
Yes. She,
I showed up about a month ago. Here, about a month ago.
how long has it been since I had the dream?
About a week. Titania was here before me. You picking up what I'm putting down here?
Yes.
The Fae was fine when I left.
She contacted me about a week ago. It's the first I've heard from
She's-
her in 5 years.
She'd been here for a month. How is it that she could have contacted you a week ago in the Fae and told you that it was under attack?
I don't know. That's what.
Especially now that we know what we know.
And she explains the dream to her, where she was hearing Titania's voice, Titania's hand on her back, and just the final words, and explaining that the Feywild just shattered.
There are many mysteries right now. Things I don't understand. Things I want to. This is one of them. Lady Titania is in Congress. I cannot reach her.
Of course.
When she is out, I will endeavor to bring her to us, and we will discuss this. But as of right now, I need help.
Of course. Anything.
I heard what happened to you. And I'm sorry.
I appreciate it.
There's not much I can do. But I will do my best to aid you in this moment.
Thank you.
As long as you reciprocate.
Of course. The Feywild's my home.
I know. It's mine too.
I want to protect it at all costs.
Good. Then you and me are on one mind. Help me. I'll get you back. Alright.
I will take your advice on the name, not using my real name, but
Oh, that's for everyone. That's for everyone. They
Yes,
will.
but-
Sprites will take your memories.
that's true.
They make
Um,
slippers out.
But maybe it might be a good idea to keep my being here a little hush, except for people who
Close to the chest. Trust me. I understand.
I got another dream last night that quite frightened me.
I understand.
Thank you.
I will endeavor to keep your name out of the limelight.
I appreciate it. Thank you. She curses.
Now, I must continue my own investigations.
Of course.
Report to Blythe.
Of course.
As she continues to sip on her now not tea.
It's definitely wine.
And as the door closes, all of you have been standing before Blythe, who's just been kind of looking at you all. Who'll burn the painting?
Now, sugar.
Okay, there's no need for that.
It's a very wild thing.
Are we not in the Feywild?
He doesn't want you to call him
Fair.
sugar.
I'm nobody's sugar. I'm salt. Quite frankly, I'm more of a salt guy.
That makes
Yes,
sense.
we're all surprised.
I don't need the sass from you.
Well, salt. What?
You can call me Blythe.
Just Blythe.
Yeah, let's stick with that.
Goodbye, Blythe.
Goodbye. Where are you going?
We are on a
He's,
mission now.
we need to report to him.
Oh,
He's,
I mean,
We are reporting to you, Blythe.
So I've got a couple of things to do around the city that require my immediate attention.
Perfect. Take me to the cartographer's
You're supposed to-
institution while you're doing it.
You're supposed to be giving us
I don't have a
badges.
ride.
You're supposed to be giving us badges.
As Shellington comes out and says, "Yes, sir, I was told to bring them these." As he presents to you with a set of silken, like hard silk badges. They're about so big. He hands one to you, hands one to you, hands one to you, and he goes, "Where should I put this on you?"
I will do it.
Okay, here you go.
He like levitates.
Oh, that's handy. And Blythe just goes, "Wonderful. So, now that you guys are all fully deputies of the Fae, I'm so glad. These badges will pretty much get you anywhere within legal means. You of course, can't go breaking into people's houses.
Of course.
We still have laws, and you still need to follow. You also can't go murdering people in the streets.
We
No,
are
we murder
murder.
them in buildings.
Don't do that either, and not without provocation. Let's stick with that word. All right. You guys are continuing our investigation for the gnome and the armor. Am I correct?
That's what we were told.
Yes.
All
We're
right.
planning on going to the Shadow Realm.
Perfect. That's fantastic. I'm so.
If you have something that you need to tell us.
The only other thing I would suggest that you do is there's somebody in the garden who I just don't want to talk to.
What is happening with that? I've heard about that.
Yeah, he's posted up in the garden.
posted, like,
No,
Post Malone.
nothing about who he is. What's going on?
As far as I know. Post.
Well done, son. The only thing you've said in like the last hour and a half is Post Malone.
He's posted up in the gardens. I don't know why. He keeps saying that his home was taken from him. And
Shocking.
he's here now.
can we use means of interrogation?
I was told not to.
Oh.
You were told not.
Exactly.
are
I was told
Are
not to.
you? Are
So
you?
when are we going to the cartographer's bureau?
Why am I taking you to the cartographer's bureau?
Because that's
Why,
where we're
no,
going.
why specifically am I taking you to the cartographer's bureau?
Because
I am going somewhere else. You can do whatever you want by yourself.
some champion.
You're right, I am the champion, and I've got a lot on my plate right now. So frankly, I'm gonna go do my real job.
That's what they all say. They
What
got
a
a lot
swell
on their
guy.
plate.
Alright.
I also don't. Okay. Do you guys think I have some kind of magical power to help me just
Yes.
You have,
get
like,
around?
Yes.
This little saucer
No.
of a plate.
What?
Just keep your little saucer clean and organized.
I am very confused.
You know,
Right?
on his plate, he's got a little saucer, not a normal plate. You know.
Okay,
Little
if you
tiny
want to
plate.
switch jobs with me for like a day, I would love to deal with. Oh, I need to go to the shadow section and deal with rubble. I have to do other work. So, frankly, go stuff it. So, I'm going to go do my real job. I'm going to tell you guys to continue the investigation,
Okay.
to use your newfound powers with restraint,
Of course.
Okay.
and if you can, get the guy out of the gardens.
By all means.
Okay.
With that, I'm gonna go my own way. Thank you.
Where are the gardens?
Would I know where the gardens are?
They're the ones that are around this building, blocked off, staying closed.
And we're supposed to stuff something.
No.
Figure of speech.
He was just being a.
Figure of speech
He was
here.
being a poop head.
Okay. I understand.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Okay.
It's okay. Let's go. We have to go in the closed area.
Yeah, we'll go to the garden.
Goes going to the gardens.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, The gardens are locked. You have to get Shellington to open them for you.
Can't we just climb over the fence?
No.
Shit.
Well, you guys can. They are barbed.
Can I move?
I'll go to
Yeah.
Shellington.
Okay, I'll walk through.
It's a locked gate, so.
She tries to pick the lock.
Okay, you can pick them.
Or I
Yeah,
could
you.
also see
Oh,
through
yeah,
your
sure.
eyes.
Oh, I didn't know you
I
had.
have gaze of two minds.
I didn't know you have gaze of
What?
two minds.
I just go, let him. That might actually be a little better. Let
Wait,
him
what is for
use his
picking
natural
lock?
stuff.
That
no
is
one
your
suspects
proficiency
the cat.
modifier with your
And
dexterity.
she
As long as you're
touches
proficient.
you and
Infections? Okay, dexterity.
It's a +4.
and
D20
is now
+1.
perceiving. Alright, she looks at you and goes, I will need you to probably hold me upright
7.
for a minute.
Cannot pick through the lock.
Can I try again?
No.
It
Oh,
touches Malharas and eyes go white and I cannot see or hear. I can only see and hear from his perspective.
As her eyes go white, her eyes then change to form the same as Malharas. Same
Are you
eye.
transforming?
She can't
Is
talk
this
to
a?
me.
If you
Are
want
we
to.
in danger?
No. It's a spell. It's magic.
Okay. So we're not in danger.
Well, I'm gonna
No.
walk through the bars because I'm a cat.
As you walk through the you walk through the bars with ease because you're just like inside of the gardens you find rose bushes and perfectly coiffed plants that you would assume would have been perfectly coiffed if people could get in here. Now the bushes and shrubs are a bit overgrown. Trees are unclipped and untrimmed as they grow and grow into what you can assume is their more natural state. Some wisping flowers dance on the air as the paths are covered in leaves. You continue to move through this area. What do you do?
I'm gonna look for. There's supposed to be a person here. I'm looking
So
for-
do you stealth? Do you do anything?
Nope.
Nope. You just walk through.
Yep.
So just walking through, you're looking around. Give me an investigation or perception check, whichever one, and then tell me which one you're doing.
While he's doing that, I find a stick. And
She's
I
gonna
hand
she's gonna try to pick the lock.
it. I give the stick
You
to
are
my
holding me.
halfling,
Yeah.
I'll do this.
and I say, "Here is a stick.
18.
Try to shove
21.
it."
I got a 21.
19.
I'm like, okay, I'll do my best.
To try to pick the lock again.
Okay, I'll try and pick the lock again.
Okay. As you go to pick the lock again, you see Keats at the lock, and you see it
Holding her.
come off in her hand.
Use your stick bag.
I have her leaned up against me.
I'll keep it
I-
in case we need to shove it.
I am pretty sure if you tried to move me, I would go.
Okay, well, someone get her, please. Someone catch her. She's gonna fall over.
Okay, and I go and I collect her.
Just,
Just
someone
hold her.
at her arms, someone at her legs, pick up and start walking.
What?
She's not paralyzed. She
Yeah,
can
like-
still move.
like EMTs.
I just pick her up and I
We
carry
can
her.
also ask. We also could have asked the chief guy.
Yeah.
Like we did not need to like break and enter.
It's okay, we just did. Breaking and entering is evidently
The
our
first
thing.
thing that we were told not to do, we did.
We
We
did.
couldn't
I
even
didn't
leave-
understand
I'll
that
shut
anyways.
it and lock it again,
We
just
couldn't
so they
even
don't
leave
know.
the estate before
Alright,
we break and
roll me
enter.
another thieves tools thing.
Oh, I have to do it again.
Yeah, because you're closing.
17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay. Closes. It's actually a really low DC. It's just putting it back together.
Okay.
But yeah, so all of you guys are now in the gardens. And as Malharas is looking around, you get further and further into the gardens. These gardens are massive. They're huge. As you're getting further and farther down, you get to a section where the plants have grown larger. Their natural color has changed. The brilliance of the flowers are far brighter than you expect. And wispy fireflies are now floating through the air. In this level of trees,
This place feels like a memory.
I can't hear her saying. I can just see what you're saying.
She says, I would agree.
as Malharas, you get to this section of trees, you do see something. Leaning up against a tree.
I hope it's not an artificer.
It is a large being. Its arms twist and bend all as one piece.
Gross.
So is its body and legs. It's all bent and twisted.
It's like made out of wood.
Yes, but not wood. It's fleshier.
Oh.
As you get up to the face where its features are smoother, its nose is covered in what seems to be this kind of film. It's as if this entire thing was wearing a layer of cloth over every part of its being. It has pieces of armor over its body and a torso that kind of go in a leaf pattern and then stop on these rounded sections with a red base with big white spots on it. See it over its shoulder, another plate that's rounded with red base with big white spots. This thing sits in its tree, and on the floor in front of it, there's a big domed hat, like a helmet, like one of those old helmets where it's the domed hat, and it's red, big white spots.
Oh.
He sits there with a strange weapon over him. A large, curved blade. That part of it you recognize. And he sits there, seemingly asleep.
You said part of it I recognize?
Yes,
What part of it?
the energy.
Oh.
Are we seeing this yet or no?
She is.
But we're still walking.
Yeah.
So you guys are walking through, but you're having to pull her along,
Yeah.
so it's slowing you down. He's also deep into the gardens. She knows the way, so
Okay.
if she was present, she could guide you. But you're seeing this as well. If you want to roll me an Arcana check, and if you want to roll me an Arcana check, or if you want, you can roll me a Nature check.
I am proficient in Arcana.
So I have advantage on tracking fae, fiends, or undead. And he's kind of a fae-ish fiend.
Ooh, Malharas?
Yeah.
No.
So can I track him?
No.
What is
Okay.
the
Because he's a cat.
Damn.
Where's
You can roll me
Buford?
survival checks to see if you can just track him.
Oh,
I will do
Buford.
that.
Yeah, where's Buford?
Buford would be
He's
able
with
to
you.
smell him.
He couldn't get through the gate because he's too big.
But we opened
But
the
you
gate.
guys opened the gate, so he's with you now.
Yeah,
So
so
we can have him roll.
send him lead us.
I got a
He,
10.
he can't find it. There's too
Okay.
many smells in here.
I got 15.
I got 8.
So,
I'm very distracted.
8. Does anyone else want to make a survival check to track Malharas?
Sure, why not? What do I have?
In survival.
No way,
You
I
guys,
have no idea.
you got a 15 on
Arcana.
Arcana, and you got a
10.
10.
I'm not rolling too
What was I
good today.
You
doing?
gotta be on the page. You
Survival.
gotta be on the page.
Survival.
I know.
You're tracking me.
So
I
you
got a
guys can
20.
find a 20.
It's a dirty 20.
This is your job.
I don't think I could beat that.
Why am I not using it?
Oh, no.
You're loaded,
Because
guys?
they're banned.
No.
Oh,
Why am I
yeah,
not
for
using
one.
my
I
loaded
can't
dice?
beat
They're
that.
not loaded.
I'm gonna turn my coin. Where's my coin?
No, leave it.
Oh,
It's in
She's
front
got
of
a 20, so you're good. We're good.
Yeah. Good point.
I like your shirt, Joey. I just
Thank you.
noticed it.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
this
it's
shirt.
fun. But so your group, as Buford is just smelling the flowers, and everyone else is kind of distracted by being in a new environment.
Kind of a dumb dog.
Kitsu sees the small batch of mud that Maharas passed through and is able to track his little footprints.
Come on, guys.
I'll follow you then.
All right.
Wherever I will go.
As you guys are looking at this creature, you're unable to tell what about this strange sword that he's carrying that you recognize. You know what this is.
What is it?
Well, you know his name. He was from where you were. He's the guardian knight of a part of the part of the Fae. Specifically, the part that your house was in.
Oh.
Good job.
Do I remember his name?
Let me get to that part. Oh, his name is call an audible. His name is Lycus.
Did you take that maybe from a character?
No, I took it from something else that's specifically for this character. I thought it'd be funny.
It is funny.
Do you know what I mean when his name is Lycus? We'll get.
It means wolf.
No, that's not what I based it off. We'll get it off. We'll get it. We'll get to it.
Okay.
But essentially, this Sir Lycus is asleep, or seemingly asleep.
Is this the person that we're supposed? Hey!
As his eyes slowly open, he turns to you. Are you the latest challenger?
I was told some homeless person needs to get kicked out. Is that you?
Probably just
Or am
blew
I
the
looking
mics.
for someone else?
My favorite character.
I believe you are talking to me.
Perfect. Get up.
I'm gonna wake up.
You've been evicted.
Okay. So
And I'm
you
gonna-
regain your abilities.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go. I know where he is. Let's
Oh,
go. Before he turns to pulp.
So-
don't mean
You
to
couldn't
carry.
even hear me.
I can hear you.
I'm not talking.
Oh, could I hear him?
Oh my gosh.
No, but you could hear him saying, "Are you the next challenger?"
Yeah,
That's
that's
kinda
true.
telling.
Which would, theoretically, I'd be like, he's about to get that little
Stomped.
cat is about to get stomped on by this Fae guard.
Do you no longer need to be carried?
No, I'm fine. Thank
Oh.
you.
I play it in.
I
Please lead the way.
think I know where he is. And I go.
Are we in a rush?
I would like to not see Malharas get ground to a pulp by a Fae guard.
Ground to a pulp.
Let's just go.
Ground.
Let us move on.
As they're now rushing to Maharas's side, Sir Lycus stands and grabs his hat, pulls it onto his head, and you get the full ensemble now, where you see the kind of yellowing, fleshy, plant-like skin, the red armor dotted with white spots all over. You see the pieces of fabric that are now covered in it, but you see the part where the emblem was has been ripped. And he has this large blade that looks like a tooth. A large, sharp tooth that's oblong. It's not round like a tooth, it's long shaped. And he carries it over his shoulder and rests it. They send cats at me now.
Gates that way. Neither one of us wants to be here.
I'm not leaving. Me and my people have nowhere to go. This is our home now. you can feel free to try and remove me. But I will not be leaving.
Are we arriving yet?
Give it one more second.
He's want to sit down.
And this is when you guys arrive. When Sir Lycus and Malharas are now at odds. You see this large, 8-foot tall being stand here.
So I have the ability to recall information about Fey, fiends, or undead. Is this a Fey, fiend, or undead?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. So I get advantage. That was great, because that was... The 2 was the larger roll.
Oh no!
I know nothing.
I know
Nothing
This is
at all.
a
nothing.
big guy.
Kind of big.
But what catches your eye
Okay.
is you're so not focused at this guy because you're looking at behind him.
Okay.
The thing that Malharas couldn't see because he's so small.
Got it.
You're looking at behind him. The rest of the garden is covered in mushrooms. Everywhere. Over the trees, over the trees, everywhere. The walls, everything. The entire rest of the gardens, which is like a mile square, is covered in mushrooms.
And I haven't seen any mushrooms on this side.
Nope.
Are those
It's
mushrooms...
like they're huddled behind him.
Are those mushrooms
Oh, little mushroom people.
an infestation?
Goombas.
No. Hey, she sees him and goes, "So Lycus,
Well, I can never.
Yes.
do you remember me?
Should I?
It was, I don't know how long it would have been for you, but I lived in the section you guarded. I had that little
I'm
cottage.
sorry for your loss.
Please tell me what happened. I haven't
We
been.
were ousted.
By who?
I did what I could. I saved my people.
Please tell me. I don't know what's happened. I'm
To
just
be
trying
honest-
to protect our home. Find a way.
To be honest, it is very hard for me to recall those nights. As the gates shut,
We saw the gate shut.
we were all at Greatscape. As he gestures behind him to the steel mushrooms, I took my people and we fled. This was the last gate. Zibilla's gate.
Did you?
He chased us.
Who's he?
He was a man. Strong. He was armored, but not armored. He wielded a sword of flame. A shield that grimaced. But all I can remember are his eyes. They follow me even now, as I dream. Red. Blood red. He stunk of brimstone and sulfur.
How did he get here? Did he follow you in here?
No, the gate shut. I held him off, but I was pulled through by my people.
What did he
At
look like?
last, I never saw his face beyond his helmet.
I think he came through the church.
You are refugees.
Yes. My people require a place of being.
Then talk to Samantha. She'll find you something.
We don't want to go anywhere else.
Why?
This is all we have.
Well,
To
you
make
could-
another Fey Grove of this level would be nearly impossible.
I think they should stay. I think they just need to know why you're here. I think she would understand.
I think she would.
I think they're too busy to care.
I think they just don't want you to hurt anybody.
scared of this. And as he takes the sword,
What is
They might be. What is it?
it is a relic I took from the Palace of Heart's Desire.
Are you gonna tell me what it is?
It is a powerful sword.
Okay. It looks like a tooth.
It is carnivorous,
Oh.
but not in the way that you would believe.
They might be afraid of your sword, but if you tell them what's going on, they might just leave you alone. They don't have time. They're dealing with other things.
Your sword is why they will not let you stay.
It's why it is in direct opposition to what Fae are. The holding it weakens me.
So
And it
just
puts
tell
my
them
life
you're not
at
going to
risk.
use it, and they'll leave you in the garden.
Without it, my people will die.
Just tell them you're not going to use it, and stay in the garden. She doesn't. She doesn't want you to hurt anybody.
I lost our home too.
Will you give me your sword so that you might stay?
It is a powerful relic. Fear may corrupt you.
I am already of corruption.
Come. And he holds out the hilt. Place your hand.
And I reach
so,
my hand out.
so that we may see. And he holds out the hilt so that you can put your hand on it.
And I take
so
the
that
hilt.
we may see. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Remember, you have a coin.
I'm gonna do just in case. Ooh, that was better. Saving throw.
Oh, paladins.
21.
21. You can add plus 3 to that because of his protective aura. So you get 24.
Woohoo!
He's currently seeing you as an ally.
Yay!
As
That's kind of ironic.
you sit there and you put your hand on this blade, deep purple energy begins to bleed into your hand.
Gross.
And it jets up your arm and finally and you're pulled from your body into this other space.
Awesome.
And you get to this place where you see people shambling, groaning and moaning as they walk towards something. You see the form of a large cat, purple. And its mouth is open, and people walk and throw themselves into its gaping maw.
Are they going for protection or is this thing eating them?
It's eating them.
I yell at them, no, do not go.
You hear, Wielder, bring me the cattle of the world. Steal what time they have, and bring it as offering to me. As you feel yourself, what do you want to do at this point?
I'd probably yell out, if a sacrifice must be made, I will make it.
I don't want you. Wielder, we could do great things, but you must bring me the cattle.
I'll bring cattle to no master ever again.
Then you will die. As you find yourself ripped from this place, as you see, like it pulls the sword away from him. And you're pulled back into your body, so much so that it makes you fall to the ground.
So he has the sword still?
Yes. It is a powerful relic of darkness.
You are a shepherd. You shepherd the death of others.
I keep the sword so those who would use it as it is intended cannot.
So you can hold this evil at bay?
I have been. It is a powerful relic that has allowed me to ensure my people's lives. I will not relinquish it. I will not send my people into the unknown. I will not.
And you hold this evil at bay.
Yes.
Then you shall keep this relic.
Does anyone else want to make an Arcana check to realize what this sword is?
I will.
Sure.
Is it too late for me?
I'll give you another shot.
God. Darn it.
16?
8.
12.
15.
So long as you
Jinx
hold
me.
back this evil, I will support you in this. Should you succumb, then you will die at my hands.
If I succumb, hopefully I will die by my own.
Saloon's blessings upon you. And actually, it would cost guidance on you.
Okay. You did really well on this save. What did everyone get for the Arcana check? Did you roll?
I got a 15.
12,
16.
16,
15.
15,
8.
8. Did you roll
Excuse me.
for the Arcana check? Or
Oh no, I know enough. I know what I want.
Okay. So, anyone who got 15 above will know what this sword is. You know it from the catalogs of the Malatiraj. And you know it because of other reasons.
For other
That shall
items.
not be disclosed at this time.
This is known as a 9 life stealer.
Huh?
Oh.
One of my favorite.
Okay.
It is a soul-eating sword.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm against it.
I'm pretty against soul eating as well. I mean, it doesn't seem very nice. Maybe.
That's not very nice.
Today, at this moment, I don't think it's very nice. I might change my mind later as I cast spells.
I think it's pretty cool. But I'm a cat.
I don't think we need it. I think we need to tell our Fae Marshal that this guy is just trying to protect his people, and people need to leave him alone. And Blythe has a bad attitude.
And he needs to stay protected.
needs
I
to
think
stay
she
right.
knows Blythe has a bad attitude.
I will stand with this being here. For he stands for what I stand for.
Thank you.
She just says, I think we need to tell the Marshal that he's okay not to be worried about him.
I agree.
And then I think anybody is stupid enough to come in here and fight him is on their own.
Thank you. My people.
I mean, she was worried about gates too, so they just got thrown out a gate. So
And as he turns, he goes, "We have found allies."
the Goombas like us.
You see all of the mushrooms wiggle.
Your people are the plants.
Yes.
Then I shall be careful with plants.
Thank you. This
You
is
know
a
we
great.
eat plants.
This is a great fountain of Fey magic.
You know,
I
like
don't.
salads are
Between
good.
ourselves. This is a great fountain of Fey magic. It has allowed us to maintain ourselves.
Okay. Well, I just think we need to tell them that it's okay.
I thank you.
Yes.
I know you don't remember me, but it's nice to see a friendly face after all this time.
I'm glad I could give you some level of comfort.
You live in a land of mushrooms?
There were some mushrooms there. It's the Fae.
She's
A
like,
little bit of everything's there.
she kind of copies your voice a little bit. There was some mushrooms there. There's a lot of mushrooms
Lots
there.
of mushrooms behind her.
Compared to all
As
the
you
Fae,
see some of the mushrooms, like they're the little brims kind of go up. You see like little like. polka
They're like the
dot eyes.
Fantasia
Oh, they're little
mushrooms.
hats.
You see like they all go, some go like. And there, you see all the mushrooms kind of like.
She's
Lift-
those are
lift
really
up.
cute. That's really cute. Your people are cute.
and
We
then
won't eat mushrooms.
she thinks about it. She goes,
We won't eat your people. Don't worry.
"You remember a green dog? Kushi."
Dog. Yes, I do recall this dog. He hunted.
He did?
Yes, we had to keep him away from the young.
Do you know whatever happened to him?
As far as I know, the last time I spoke to him, he was guarding a cottage. He was guarding a house.
He's
Saying that it was very important that someone was going to return.
Aww.
He was always a good companion.
No, he's not a good companion to mushrooms.
I apologize for his demeanor. I tried
It could have been worse. He
I
could
swear I
have
tried to
given
train it
them
out
the
of him.
ultimate release, you know?
He did. A few.
You know, mushrooms eat that stuff, though.
It makes her feel a little better knowing that.
No, I
he
mean
saw
the other
Alden.
ultimate release and
Yeah. A lot of
Oh,
releases.
hum.
It makes her feel. You can see like a weight lift off her. It makes her feel better knowing that he saw Alden alive and that Alden was protecting.
You see all the little mushrooms are now starting to run over here. They're like, Sir Larkus, what are these things? What are these things? Why is he short? Why is he shorter than the rest of them? What? Do they have displacer beasts here?
Oh. I would get down.
This one reminds us of displacer beasts.
Yeah,
He's
it
not a
was.
spicer beast. He's a cat.
It's kind of close.
And she
Displacer
gets
beasts
down.
are
Very
cats.
close.
The arms
True,
of it
but
are.
But not. He's not.
He's not one of them.
I promise.
What do you
Uh,
mean?
Do they have
by
blink
that?
dogs?
Huh?
Do they have blink dogs? Did you see the dog? He's different, but does he teleport?
No.
All right.
No. And she holds out.
Her
hand.
kind of going hide behind Lycus.
I promise I'm friendly. I'm also of the faith.
You must excuse them. They have had a hard trying
Oh,
time.
I'm sure.
I would get down to their level and look at them and say, I will protect you with my shield.
He's like laying on the ground.
You see like this one mushroom with like a bright yellow cap walk up and kind of like look at you with its little like beady eyes, and it goes, "You look cold. Are you cold?
I am warmer today.
I will make you a scarf."
Oh, that's really sweet.
My heart.
She's like,
We only have spider silk, so it may take me a little while, but I'll make one. I'll make it for you. You just wait. I'll get it to you next time.
And so I stand up and look at everybody and say, we must go now to speak to this man.
yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to tell Blythe and...
And I
You
start
see
walking.
that you're actually at the back of the house where like you see the porch.
Oh,
And
so
then
we can
there's
go up there.
You see the window that Blythe was standing.
Oh, we go up that way.
Yep, go straight to Blythe.
So you guys actually entered into Zabilda's office again.
Yeah.
And you see Zabilda behind the desk, actually combing through she has about 12 books on her desk, and you come in and she goes, "Oh!" And she actually levels a glowing spell, and she's like, "Oh, it's you guys. Please knock next time.
Hey,
Please."
apologies.
All right.
I,
Did you deal with that?
Do you?
Oh gosh, you didn't hurt them, did you?
No. Do you remember Sir Lycus from the Fae?
Vaguely.
He was he guarded a section. It's where I lived.
She goes, he was a guardian.
He guarded.
Oh, okay, yeah, Archfey Guardian. Okay. Yep, got it.
He they got
She's not impressed with
ousted
guardians.
from the Fae. There was a creature. They were just looking for refuge. Unfortunately, they did
I
go
understand.
They just want help.
I understand.
Why was I sent if you didn't want to hurt people?
I didn't send you.
Who are we talking to? This is
Isabella.
Some
Isabella.
Bilna, the girl.
I didn't.
Sweetie.
Sweet sugar.
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 I didn't send you, frankly. Maharas, I did not send you. I don't. It's very hard.
It's Blythe.
Live. Sir Lycus is a very combat-oriented person. And he has a very dark and powerful relic in his possession Blythe wanted to remove it, and it seemed as though the only way to do it is to ensure his demise.
Oh,
He must hold on to this relic because he holds back a great evil.
Trust me, I understand. A 9-life seal is a very powerful weapon. But they're also in my spring.
Your
my-
jump?
The fairy spring. My fairy spring that brings me the ichor from the Feywild.
they'll share.
They need to leave.
Oh, they need a better place to be.
Find a place for them,
I'm,
and then they need to leave.
That's all they
They
I'm
need
working
protection.
on it.
They need to be
Bring
protected.
another thing. Put it on the list.
Put it high.
She says
Doing my best.
She says they were chased through the gate by a creature, a man with red eyes. Is that what they said?
Yeah, red eyes.
She describes what he said. She's like, maybe that thing came through the church.
Maybe.
It blasted through the
Did
gate.
you ask how big it was?
He said it was really
He
big.
was,
He was
he said it
chasing
was like
a
it was
man.
an armored man, a stunk of brimstone and sulfur, red eyes, flame sword.
He sounds too big. You said it was a gnome.
We just thought the gnome because the armor and the footprint and the
Alright,
blood.
what are we talking about now?
The thing that came through the church could have been that thing.
It doesn't sound like it.
You know what I mean? Because he came through a gate, and that was a gate.
But
And
It's
they
possible.
didn't
He
cast. a
sounds
spell.
too big.
They didn't cast a spell in the church to bring that because they didn't use material components.
Yeah, it's
So it
possible.
just came through the gate, and it might have
It's
changed
possible.
into the gnome to hide itself.
who knows?
It's possible. It's probable. I'm not saying to rule it out, but some things just don't match up.
Yeah, agree.
In either case, they must be protected.
They're just looking.
I will do my best to find a new home.
Okay.
Right
If
now,
A protected home.
I will do my best. I will do my best.
Do I need to speak to Blythe?
No Blythe reports to me. I will tell Blythe.
Let's go to the shadow section and figure this out.
The cartographer,
Yes.
Maharaj wants to go to the cartographer.
That's in the central quarter. You'll find it right next to the school of magic.
Oh, so we're going back that way anyway.
Very well.
All right. Thank you for dealing with that.
Of course.
All right. I will get back to my thing.
Thank you, mistress. And we leave. I leave.
Through the house?
Yeah.
Through the house.
Cartographer.
Cartographer.
All right. So heading back through the Fey section, you see the various shops. You see the theaters. You see the Hoarders Enclave. You see the various signages of the Jack in the Box. You see a picture of a toad with like stuff hanging out of its mouth, like a wand and pearls and all this other stuff. And you see oddities.
I do not like this place. It makes me very unsettled.
As you guys head out of the Fey section and back into the central quarter, your guys' vibrance diminishes and everything returns to normal. You guys are heading back into the central quarter. You see the churches. The churches are the prominent thing. They're in the direct center, and everything else seems to be on the outer edge. You see various buildings. One has bright amber windows, in which you notice as the headquarters of something known as the Amber Enclave.
Ooh.
Do my flowers die?
Yes.
Her
They
punishment. Her punishment is over.
As you go past, you know the Amber Enclave as magical police. There are guidelines for magic within Torenbon, and these people keep them. You also go around the central quarter. You find the Colleges of Magic, which is a large tower with various other towers around it, all connected by one large wall.
Why are we here again?
We're going to the Shadow Realm, but we have to take Maharaj the cartographer, and I might want to check out the Enclave.
Going once again around, you find something called the Adventurers Guild, which is like a kind of, it's a mason building made of like the white marble, but it has like depictions of great heroes on the outside. And it's like the Adventurers Guild. And then you find a small building.
Cat size?
No,
Okay.
it's about normal house size,
Oh.
and it's got a compass rose on the top, and it says Cartographer's Bureau.
Looks like cartographer.
We are here,
That-
although I do not understand why.
Because I am meeting someone who will not help me. He walks in.
So you walk in.
I'm very confused.
The doors aren't typical doors. They're like those. They're like porch doors where you open them like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Arcadia doors. So you open them and you walk in and you see a person.
How do you open them?
I open them
With mage hand.
with my mind.
Okay.
So on a raised table, you see someone working with a pen and like doing detailed work with like these big glasses that focus down. They're like, wow, where did this big cat get here? Oh, it's a normal cat now. Okay. Hi, Katie. Yeah.
I need to meet people.
Everyone's first reaction is to the cat.
Where
Puts
can
that pen. This is where like you finally take in her face. She has a long face with like somewhat messy makeup that looks like it was put on 3 days ago, but she's like, it's still good. And her hair is like a mess, woven up and on in itself. And she's like, and she wears like this dusty khaki button-up shirt with the little glasses that hang over her nose. And she's like, that's new. If you'll excuse me, she runs into the back. She's like, everyone get out here! You see various scrolls and things in cubbies on the walls. And as she comes back out, she's like, come on. And you see a bunch of people like shuffling out, like, it's a cat, what do you want? And you see this guy who's bald, and you see a man with a large beard, you see all these people, and they're coming out and they're like, what's up with the cat?
Maybe you should
It
start
talks.
speaking through one of us instead of speaking for yourself.
It talks.
It
It's
seems
so
to
cool.
cause us a lot of delay.
I'm looking for the servants of the Eye of Destruction.
As you say that. Did you talk to all of them or just
Yeah.
one? They all kind of go quiet. They all look at each other. He's in the back.
Good.
May I ask who is calling?
The Eye of Destruction.
Everyone's eyes go wide.
And he walks him back.
They get out of your way as soon as possible. They're like,
She's like, I'm finding our cat to be a really very interesting.
you guys aren't inside, and also couldn't hear it. Do you guys want to go inside, or are you just
I'm
staying
just
outside?
following him.
I thought we
you
followed
follow.
him.
Yeah, but
So-
that's why.
So
I
everyone
don't
was
know what
standing
I'm
in the
doing, I'm
doorway.
just
Did you
following.
talk to them as well?
Sure.
Okay, so you guys did all hear all that. And you see him walk in, and everyone's all like, you see all the people going like, you see one person like they just met like the most famous person in the world, like, oh my gosh, he's here.
Well,
they're
now,
real.
now, Sugar, you really need to pull yourselves
no.
together before we are able to continue upon our journey.
I know. I need to pull myself together. Oh my gosh, they're
That's
so
right.
cool. This is gonna be. I thought they were real, and I thought they were real, but now it's proof. Now we know. That means that he's real.
Thank
Oh
you
my
so
gosh.
very much. Why don't you go into the back and busy yourself amongst your duties?
All right. Oh my gosh.
Do you just mimic?
Who are they?
Are you with me?
Who are they?
We're all
What are you
here.
talking? Who are
To
you
the
talking?
girl that's freaking out.
She's like,
Who are they?
the Aya. The Aya are real. The Aya are real. That means
What is
that
the
he's
Aya?
real. That means that everything that we thought is real.
What a nerd.
What? What is the iron?
Okay. So you guys have never been here before. You never heard of the Cartographer's Bureau, have you?
No.
No.
All right. So, cartographers, we follow in the footsteps of this guy who's known as the cartographer. He's a wanderer who travels the world and makes maps. He's actually the first one to ever make maps. So he's known all over, and he's actually known through a bunch of different places, and he's really cool because
Yes, we know him.
personally, you've met him.
I think so.
Oh my gosh! Can I touch you?
Oh
Can you just tell us who
No.
they are?
No.
So,
Pull yourself together.
Okay, deep breath. And out again. Okay, Mina, let's get this right. Okay, so, the cartographer is the person who makes maps for the first time, and he's known throughout the world, and he... Okay, who the Aya are is they are, beings that, hold extreme power because they were set down by the person who built everything.
They were sent to the world.
They were put here by the guy who made everything.
Okay. So,
So the person, the
What's their
entity
job?
that made everything
okay.
put these creatures in charge of it.
Okay.
The Aya are the wardens of the world.
Okay.
They keep everything safe. They keep everything organized. They keep everything done right.
And what happens if they're not where they're supposed to be?
Well, then bad things happen. But we barely we don't have to worry about that. But you see, so the cool thing is that the Aya are actually they're seen as his children. They're seen as the cartographer's children because the cartographer is supposedly the one who built everything. That's why he travels. That's why
But if
he
he
made
is-
maps. That's why he
If
does
he's a
this.
cartographer, then things were already there for him to.
Well, no, he built everything and then he came down and mapped it.
Oh.
Oh.
So when he's traveling around, he left the Aya in charge of the business running. So like if you made
So
a
are
business
these bad
and then,
guys or
and then
good
you didn't
guys,
want to
or-
be there because you wanted to do other things, you didn't put like a manager there, and they would take care of the business while you're off doing other things. They're the managers.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Okay.
It's confusing. But that's what we are. We're the people who follow in his footsteps, trying to understand everything. Because we're trying to make sense of it, and we just had theories up until now. And now,
Because the cat is here, that's
Yes,
proven some of your
because-
theories.
oh yeah,
We should get along with the ire.
okay.
Of,
Now I'm worried.
About?
Because he said he was the Eye of Destruction,
Yeah,
and
he did.
That's not good. That's not good. They don't come down here.
The iron.
The Aya, A-Y-A,
Oh, okay.
Aya.
well,
They
now,
don't
sweetie,
come
the
here
ire
because-
destruction come and manage the situation. Is that correct?
No. They don't come here because if they came here, everything would die.
And you're still alive, therefore,
Something must
Something
Yeah, the
must
level
be doing
is-
very.
Something must have gone wrong.
Something must have gone
Yeah,
wrong.
that's the problem.
very, very wrong.
That's the problem. That's
You
the thing
should-
that I'm freaking out about now. Because if the manager's not there, who's running things?
Well, I feel like if the Ire were to get up to full power, you might die. You might want to get away quickly in that direction.
What direction?
That one.
That one.
I point to the door.
Are you afraid of the Aya?
No. They only want to help everything. They
So
only
then
want to keep everything safe.
why worry about the
I
destruction?
leave her
of it?
and I go hang out with the Ire.
So you push past them.
Yes.
Because she's still talking to you. She's like, well, I'm not scared of him. I'm more scared of the fact that they're not where they're supposed to be.
Is there signs that the other are not?
I don't. Frankly, with everything going on right here, with everything going on right now, I'm been doing my research. But again, we've only had theories until today. So,
Okay.
did you guys want to come in?
I've already been pushing through.
We might wait. We'll wait for our friend, the
Okay.
Aya.
Are you not following?
Yeah, he's already gone.
I'm already moving through.
Pushing past the people who now see with reverence, you travel back, and you see many different cornered rooms, and you see one door that's not open.
This
Yes.
one.
As a true cat.
As you turn around, the person goes. As you hear Mina now hyperventilating in the other room and explaining.
I'm going to open the door.
As you open the door, you see
I whistle for Beaufort.
Beaufort travels with you.
Bowling
As
for
you
people.
go into this room, you see a man in armor and dark furs. You see him with his head in his hands, his dark hair pulled back into a messy ponytail, his face scarred, and he just sits there with his head in his hands, and he says, and he just kind of looks up and he goes, Lord, I need a sign. Please,
You're his son.
I found something.
Excellent.
As he hears this, he immediately drops off the bed onto one knee, hand on the ground. He just goes, I have not heard your voice in many months still. Please, I require your wisdom.
And I require your assistance.
As he now is he looks, he closes his eyes. He says, I need your guidance, sir. I have found the pike.
The pike?
I have found
Little blonde girl.
I have found the weapon. I have hidden it, but I know not what to do with it. I need guidance.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
That is quite the news. However, the pike must wait. For we have more pressing matters.
It does. What are these matters, my lord?
Look to the door.
As he looks at the door, he sees. Have you sent a messenger?
Closes. Says, I have been betrayed.
And head down, arms both on the ground. My lord, you have come to me.
I need your help.
At once, my lord. What do you need of your humble servant?
Surely you have seen the chaos that has been wreaking havoc among the Platinum City.
I have. The outstretching lands have felt it less because I have been at your good work.
Good.
I have slain those who would injure the weak. Their bodies litter and feed the world.
Good.
Unfortunately, my sword was lost.
Sword lost doing what is best. You can see my current state.
Yes,
And know that it is not correct.
it is not so.
As well as the state of the world of magic.
Yes, sir.
My presence here has diminished magic.
Yes, I have felt it. Your power within this world is waning.
The chaos in this city takes first priority.
Yes,
Find everything you can. Any information.
what enemy should I find? Who should I claim as my foe?
2 targets.
2.
1, the most important, broke free of a temple here.
I have seen the wreckage.
They command much destruction power.
They hold power
Bind them.
at once.
Next, you must find the Artificer Forges. Something is happening. I feel that they are to blame.
At once. If I may ask, who has done this to you? So that I may put them third. Should I find them in my walks in the world, I will bring them low.
At current moment, neither one of us can do anything about them. For he is chaos.
Yes. Yes. His power is strong in the world at this moment.
Without me, yes.
I understand. I will do as you will. What of the pike? It holds such power, of course.
You must keep it safe.
At once. I have hidden it.
See to it that it remains hidden.
I will endeavor.
If you find any information on how to reawaken the gates to the other worlds, do so.
I will endeavor.
Report to me all of your findings.
I will endeavor.
That is all.
Thank you. As he raises, he grabs his helmet and he puts it on his head, and you see the torn metal of it, all bent and misshapen. And he says, "I, like your champions before you, still wear your adornment." And as you look up, you see the fur that comes off of his back and shoulders that falls into a large cape, and you see just at the top the 2 little ears.
That's really cute.
I still wear your adornment, son.
You are a good and faithful servant.
Thank you.
Upon my reawakening, you shall be given boons unlike any servant that came before you.
Thank you.
Dismissed.
And he stands just where he is.
You walk up.
At this, you begin to walk down the hall.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, we're all good. Let's go.
You sure?
I still don't know what we're doing here. And there's some people that are talking quite a lot, and I don't understand anything they're saying.
Don't worry about it.
Is the voice of the mistress of the house not a good voice to use? I tried to use her voice, and it didn't seem to work.
I don't know. Anyway, we have a burned forge or something to look at.
Ah, yes. Now that makes more sense.
All right. So all of you guys leave. Mina is just sitting there going, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh!" As she's pulling scrolls out and talking, and just talking to herself, but talking a little bit too loud.
Working hard or hardly working?
Oh, I'm working hard, sir. I'm working hard. Oh, I'm sorry. And she kind of like gives you a bow and a thing. It's like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I am endeavoring to find what goes on in the world right now.
Finally.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Here I was worried no one was working.
Oh, trust me, I'm working. Eye of law is working. Eye of law.
We need to leave this place.
Was that too much for you?
This is too much.
Okay, well let's just go to the.
Let's head
Nothing
to the
is
shadow
working.
section.
Everything is not working. I need to
Leaving
leave.
the cartographer bureau, you guys go out into the street to begin your investigation in the shadow section. And I think that is a good time for us to leave off for the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
well
Got a
done.
lot in there.
Yeah. Lux
That
has
was
been
a lot.
overwhelmed.
Lots of lore.
That was
Yeah.
that was very interesting.
Lore.
Lex is extremely overwhelmed by
Oh,
everything.
trust me, I'm like, oh wow, we're going through all of
Burning
that today.
people.
We're going through that today too. Okay.
All right.
All right, so we will see you guys next time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We will be.
Hey.
All right. Bye.
Bye.